one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D-R-E. Da 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 da. It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D-R-E. Da 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 da. It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D-R-E. Da 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 da. It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D-R-E.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. You ready for the next episode?
Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D-R-E.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers. So put something in there. Put it in there. Yeah. Suck, Snoop.
Top dog, buy them all, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CBT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cuz homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Oh, live, yo, live, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not...
never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're trying to make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just fake it. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
From this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on the mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Think of the rivers of blood spilled by all those generals and emperors, so that in glory and triumph they could become the momentary masters of a fraction of a dot. Think of the endless cruelties visited by the inhabitants of one corner of this pixel on the scarcely distinguishable inhabitants of some other corner. How frequent their misunderstandings, how eager they are to kill one another, how fervent their hatreds. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe, are challenged by this point of pale light. Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Visit? Yes. Settle? Not yet. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand. It has been said that astronomy is a humbling and character-building experience. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image of our tiny world. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.
A lot of you question whether or not I'm here for truth. Question if I was a real flat earther or not. Well, the reality of it is there are no flat earthers. There are only globe deniers. Every flat earth evidence really is just a globe phenomenon, explained by the globe. Don't you see that? See, I'm still here for truth. Now there are certain people in my way. What is up, party people? What up, farmers? Yeah, if you want to head over there now, it's cool. I usually do about 5-10 minutes over here first, and then I'll turn that on. But yeah, you can head over there if you want. We'll go ahead and say what's up to everyone else. What's up, Kit? What is up, Matt? What is up, Quantum Entanglement? Welcome. What up, Scar? What up, Jax? What up, Zero Infinity? What up, Uber Flat Earth? Long time no see, my friend. What up, Sean? What up, Crash? What up, Truth Stands Alone? And what up, Travis? What up, Stingray? No, there's no comma there, asshole. Let me see. Miracle, blah, blah. I don't know how to say your name. I'm going to ruin it. So, yeah, you know who I'm talking about. What up, B-Ball? What up, farmers? Yeah, like I said, go ahead and over there. I'll be over there in a second. And then, what up, Q? What up, Brainery? What up, Arthur? Yes, the Zhang, Joanna Jacek fight was much better. I ended up watching the Romero fight, and it was very boring. It was probably the most boring fight I ever watched in my life. And both of them are supposed to not be boring. So they kind of fucked that up. Let me see. What's here? What up, Marty? Welcome. Let me see. What up, Pete? How you doing, my friend? What's up, Spiria and Victa? What up, Raquel? What's up, my friend? I think that is it. What up, Carl? What up, Montreal? How you doing, sir? All right. Let's see. What up, Gleam? How you doing, sir? All right, so I'm going to head over to the Discord. I'm just going to go over there right away. I don't really have a rant for anyone today. Decided to go live because, hey, no work. It's supposed to rain and all this crap, so they're all worried about digging and stuff, blah, 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 pussies. I don't really care. I'm in a machine, so rains, it rains. If it doesn't, doesn't. But that means I go live. So guess what? I'm live. We'll see how long it lasts. But there is one thing that I definitely know we're going to talk about today, and that is Travis did promise me I was supposed to get those pictures and videos. So soon we'll be looking over that, and I do promise you, once I do, I'm going to attack. Attack, I say attack. That's right, Travis. I'm ready. I told you, I want that debate. I know Crash kind of snuck in there and was like, hey, let's debate. But I've been wanting that for a while now. You know that, Travis? We have a very equal versus against the horizon and how that works. So yeah, what I like to say is when and where. So let me go over to the Discord. If you guys want to join the panel, go ahead and hit that link. There's a link in the description for the bunker. I'll get you verified and you'll be able to join the panel. We already got people there, so if you want to join, again, hit that link. I verify you can join the panel. Let me see. What is up, foreigner? It's been a while. I haven't talked to you, so I wanted to make sure you remembered. Yeah, I was ready for it. See, that's the beauty of it being my stream, so I can just click over right away. I could mute you at any time. It'd be great.
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Cool.
People go, they're like, why aren't you working? You know, hey, I'm happy. I've been working a lot. If you haven't noticed, I haven't been live at all.
This is true. Yeah.
That's good. I've been working. I get home and I am exhausted. I got this really bad kink in my back. So I get home and I fall asleep. And today is the first day you guys get to, I'm around and I'm awake. So
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Well, yeah, plus you're still getting over the coronavirus.
I didn't have the coronavirus, dickhead. But okay, so check this. Like I said, I got a real bad kink in my back. So I went to the ER a few days ago, or a couple days ago. Yeah. And besides for like my girl and like maybe my son every once in a while, like in my real world, I don't hear the coronavirus, like, except from them, and it's all Facebook shit. Like I hear what the public hears through them. Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, this is fucking annoying. But here's the thing. I went to the hospital. Oh, this is gonna be great. So I go to the hospital, just get some look for them to look at my back. Oh, see, I can't stop. And I actually got to witness people go into the hospital who thought maybe they had the coronavirus.
And they probably had like maybe a cold. Maybe.
It was hilarious. Okay, so first of all, like I'm in a lot of pain. Like I'm not right now, but I was in a lot of pain at the time. And I listened to a guy come into there who was like a skater or something. Typical skater dude. Like, dude, let me tell you what happened to me, man. My back hurts. When I wake up, it's like I get this sharp pain in my back and like it hurts. And the nurse was like, so on a scale from 1 to 10, what's your pain? And he was like on a scale, like right now, I think I'm like a 6 or a 7. And she was like, that's pretty severe. And he was like, well, wait. Then I'm gonna say like a 4. If that's severe, I'm gonna say a 4.
Good grief.
I was like, holy shit. It was special. And then there was a fun part.
Is
She
this
goes,
a dating stream?
yes, it is. And then what happens is then she goes, have you had any existing back injuries? And he goes, no. Wait, yeah, I do. Yeah. I swear, I shit you not, this is so fucking real this happened. He goes, yeah, like a year ago, I was skating and I got hit by a car. Hang on, it gets better. Like, she was like, well, what was the treatment for it? And she was like, well, I came in and did like some x-rays and stuff, and like, they gave me some medicine and sent me home.
Oh dear, he sounds a bright lad.
Have you had this back pain since then? Well, no, this like started like 2 weeks ago, and like I didn't know if I fell or like I twisted it or something, or I don't really know, but like it hurts, but it's not severe. It's not severe. Shit you not, that happened. That was my experience at the hospital. It was awesome. And then there was a couple of people that thought they had the coronavirus, and they were like, "Are you sick?" And they were like, yeah, I feel kind of sick. Like, have you been in contact with anybody that's been sick? Well, no. But like, I go to school and people are sick at school, right? Oh, it was.
Jesus wept.
I swear to you, I was sitting there. I just put my head down and went, fucked. Oh. And on an up note, there's a cruise ship with a bunch of coronavirus people or whatever quarantined. Yes. They're bringing them for the next round of Miramar, which is like a few miles from me.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
What's up, Travis? I see ya. I see you there, buddy.
Hello.
Oh, you're in a smaller truck, aren't you? That horn did not have oomph behind it.
Well, here, let me roll down the window.
That's better. Yeah, it's much better. But I can tell it's an older truck.
That wasn't for you, sir. Sorry.
That is awesome. Oh, that's awesome. People just get all freaked out every time you say what's up to people online. All right, so back to the fun. Okay, yeah. So that actually happened at the hospital. So I was pretty upset with life in general when that was going on. Meanwhile, I swear, this whole time, like my back pain is severe, and I'm listening to this kid talk, and I'm just like, oh, holy shit.
You're in pain, and he's got a twinge.
Yeah. It gave me a headache. I got to learn what a code green, a code green and a code blue is. How do I know this? Because while I'm sitting in pain, imagine this: I'm sitting in the ER. I'm in excruciating pain. My head's down, my back and my arm and my just the whole side of my body is just in pain. And my girl is standing up and walking and pacing in the little ER waiting area. Why? Yeah. Because she has RLS. She can't sit down for too long. And then I hear code green, code green, code green. And they repeat this like 10 times. So my girl takes it upon herself to do Google search what a code green is. So I learned that, it's, what was this? It was a patient, an escaped patient. Second we heard that, security started walking around and shit, so that was funny. And then like a few minutes later we hear code blue. It said like 3 times. It didn't say it as much, but then that was what was that one? Okay, code blue was someone stopped breathing. So I got to experience a lot of stuff when I was at the ER.
See, it can be very educational going to hospital.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of aggravated. I mean, my girl's walking around looking at the fucking computers and shit. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you understand any of that? No. Then the guy came in. He was like, "Give me all your information." Hope you feel better. Like, fuck you, dude. 20 minutes asking me questions. My back hurts. Get out of here. That's what I got Jigs for. It was fun.
Oh dear. I'm glad. I mean, when I went to hospital, when was it? Last September, when I broke my shoulder and I was paintballing. I'm so glad there was nobody with me.
You broke your shoulder paintballing?
Yeah, I tripped.
Damn. I must have been. You must have been in a deep run right there.
Oh, I'd had the best game of my life. We were short on numbers. There's only 13 of us. So it was like a team of 6 and a team of 7. I think we were the team of 7. And the game previously, I'd taken out the entire opposition on my own. I mean, I was on a roll. So we get to this next game. I thought, right, I know how to play this one. I need to get over there and get down behind that stack of old tyres. So I make Yale's game on, and I'm giving it some as fast as I can go. I mean, I'm not built for speed, but I ran. Oh boy, did I go for it! And there was a stump of a tree that must have stood up all of an inch, and I caught it with my toe. And you know, as you start to trip, and you think, "I'm all right. I've got this. I'm not going down." Yeah, that's what I thought for about half a second. Then it was a case of, "Oh shit, here we go!" And of course, you're running full pelt with a paintball gun in your hands, so you can't put your hands out.
No, yeah,
So
I've done I've done
the first thing that hit the ground was my left elbow, which still hurts now. But the shock of it went up my arm and broke my shoulder.
Damn.
Oh yes, oh the pain. Because to begin with, I just thought, oh, I'm all right, and people sort of yelling, they go, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." Then I tried to get up and realised my arm didn't work. And at the time, we weren't sure whether I dislocated it or broken it, and even the hospital weren't until they took the X-rays. But yeah, went to the hospital. Had to have some of my. I'd managed to get my jersey off, but I'd got a bounce vest on underneath, and that had to be cut off. And then I'm wandering around, and she said, "Right, you need to go to X-ray now, and that's across the way and up the lift, and blah blah blah." And she's put this hospital gown on over the top of me, so I've got a hospital gown on my top half, and on my bottom half, I've still got my proper paintballing trousers and dirty great big boots covered in mud and paint and everything else. I mean, I presented one hell of a picture, let's put it that way. But fortunately, none of my mates were there with phones to take photos. I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, okay. So two stories. Once when I tore the ligaments in my shoulder at a jiu-jitsu tournament, and I was wearing a gi, and I swear I had just bought this gi, and this gi cost me about $250, and it was like the most comfortable gi on the world. And I basically tore the bicep is what I did. So I go to the ER, emergency room, and the first thing they do is go, "Give me the scissors." And I hear this, and I say, No. We got to take this off, but you can't cut it. And they said, "Okay, we'll try." Within 3 seconds, I said, "Cut that fucker off." No, but and then the best one. So when I'm not sure, a lot of you guys know about my wrist. I had to do trauma surgery and all that good stuff. On that one, my brother. So I wake up out of surgery to my brother with my phone taking a picture.
Just what you want.
Little did I realize I was so fucked up on the medication and stuff. I had been up probably 10 minutes prior. Apparently, that was just when I came to. Yeah, so I was pretty pissed about that.
Yeah, I mean, I managed between me and me mate, we got me sort of playing jersey off. I didn't want to lose that because that's quite expensive. But the bounce vest is quite a tight fit, and you have a hell of a job getting it on and off, and you have to raise your arms up because I knew I couldn't raise my left arm at all. It was completely immobilised. So I thought, well, I know this is coming off. So I said to her, "You're going to have to get your scissors and cut this off because it ain't coming off." I mean, it's when she stood there afterwards holding this bounce vest that's like got compressed foam and sort of
you look like you're part of SWAT team.
Exactly. And she says, "What do you want me to do with this?" I said, "Well, what do you think? Put it in the bloody bin over there. It's no good to me now. You've just cut it up." What do you want me to do?
I'd be afraid. I'd be like, what the hell is happening out there?
Oh dear. So, People are popping in, popping out. What's going on?
That's it. I'm not working. I was like, what's going on, people? I'm not sure what's up with Q's mic. I think she said it's broken. It was in the chat. Raquel said he just got a new skid steer with the. Hey man, you're gonna love the joystick. It is a million times better. I won't even run the foot pedals anymore. That's how great those joysticks become in those newer ones. It's and here's the best part. You can change the controls from ISO to the pattern and all that stuff. So it's like, one side, I like it with being, my right side is my bucket and my boom, and my left side is my forward and turn and everything.
Yeah.
But you can change it. So you can have that old school Bobcat control where each side controls each side, and then, side to side controls the boom and the bucket. You may like that, but I personally like it, each thing on each side.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because like right now I'm running a track steer, doing a lot of grading and stuff. So for me, I mean, I put it this way: I haven't ran the foot pedals in probably 8 years, 9 years, and gladly, I can't stand them.
No.
Yeah, right.
I suppose it's what you're used to.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is now. I started off in the Bobcats, and then I got it was good, really good, because when I was young enough that when I started really learning how to run equipment, I was running both. I was running the newer and the older stuff. So I got I can run case controls to John Deere and Cat without any problem, without fail. Like I don't have to get used to it. I just know. Just depends on what machine I'm in. For people that don't know, those controls are like backwards and reversed to each other.
Mate, look, I'm lost. I mean, obviously, I grew up on a farm, but the last time I drove a tractor was back in the early '80s, I suspect. Now, my brother still, he's an agricultural subcontractor, and my God, he's got some bits of kit. And you look inside one of his tractors and just go, yeah, right, that's the Starship Enterprise. I ain't touching that.
And that's the best part, because for instance, the skid steer I'm running right now, it's a John Deere. It's not mine. It's a rental. But what happens? So you get in it, and it's a closed cab. It has it has a computer board on my right side, top right, and I have to punch in a code to get to turn the machine on and off. No key. And then on my left top is like my digital readout. It tells me everything. And for the record, Marty, equipment gets, I'd say about 2 gallons, 2 miles to the gallon. See, it doesn't work that way. I don't travel like that. I burn fuel just in running and what I do. I don't run in miles, but if I had to put it in that perspective, it'd be like 2 miles per gallon.
You'd be looking more in how many gallons per hour, wouldn't you?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, running time.
We don't have a mile gauge. We have an hour gauge.
Yeah.
Ours tells us how many hours a day we run our machines. And when you watch those things and you really pay attention, it really doesn't add up. Or at least it doesn't to me. to an operator, that little gauge is broken. I'm telling you right now. I worked 8 hours. Fuck that machine that says 6.5.
Yeah, honest. Oh dear.
Yep, close. Exactly. I haven't ran an open cab machine in a while. That's also why I don't care. We're not working because it's not raining today. It's supposed to rain really bad tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. And the company I'm working with right now, they do a lot of underground. So I'm doing a lot of trenching for them. And when I do this, they get worried that they're going to fill up with water and they don't want to trench. So they don't want to do any work. So I'm pretty sure we're shut down.
Yeah.
But for me, like I said, I work in a closed cab machine. So if it rains, I just watch everything get wet. I don't actually get wet myself. I don't care. And I've said this many times. And it will pay, and it will pay itself off, and you know that. Especially right now, I was surprised when me and my dad were looking at 4 or 5 years ago, we found out that a lot of the mini machines, like the Mini X and the skid steers, they're actually making more money right now, like hourly and for jobs and stuff. It's amazing.
Cool.
That's how I hate saying it, but Aaron, that's how Aaron is making a living. It's those machines need a lot of, or there's a lot of need for them right now. What's up, Chris?
How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. So I'm not sure if you heard it or not. I'm back to flat Earth.
To the topic of flat Earth?
Yep. I changed my. I decided my flat Earth crushing skills are so wonderful. I need to bring it back.
I didn't know you left flat Earth, Sean.
Yeah, I did. See, that's how I know you don't listen to my live streams. I've had 2 farewell to flat Earth.
I could have told you that. You're like Jose. Jose, like 8 months ago, he was saying no more flat Earth.
Oh, but that's the thing, though. But I didn't talk about it at all for the past 4 months. There's been no flat Earth on my channel. I'm not putting it in my titles or nothing. I'm just saying now. I'm willing to show you how you're wrong now.
Well, this is called Open Panel, Open Topic. So
yep, that's what it is.
I just posted a link. I think not everybody, but a lot of people have seen this. It's they build a solar system out in the desert, and it's like these lights that they set up in a circular pattern.
Yep, I remember that. That's a good one. Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing is, it's the span from end to end is like 7 miles, and when they turn the lights on, you can see the pattern, and there's no drop at all. It should be 32 feet of drop over that distance.
What was the altitude? What was the elevation that they took the shot of the whole thing? Because if I remember correctly, it was from a helicopter.
Oh, you mean the final video where they zoom out or whatever?
Yep.
I know it's on the ground. I don't know where or how high. Just as far and as high as you need to see it, but
you're talking about the drop.
That doesn't affect.
Yeah, but you're talking about the drop that you should see. But if they're at a high enough elevation, then that wouldn't matter.
The elevation of the camera doesn't matter. It's the setup.
Yeah, but but it doesn't matter. But you're saying
of curve.
But you're saying at the end of it, you said at the end of it, they showed the whole thing, and there should be this amount of drop. But if that's the case, then then what was the elevation? Because then the elevation would matter for your claim.
The elevation doesn't matter for the observer.
Oh, no, it does matter, because you said when we see the whole solar system, right? You said when we see the whole solar system, what happens
when the camera sees it?
Yeah, when the camera sees the whole solar system, there should be this amount of drop. Well, if elevation is high enough, there shouldn't be any. You shouldn't see anything disappear behind any horizon, because
I'm not talking about it disappearing. Listen, I'm talking about the pattern. The pattern of light is perfectly flat throughout the desert.
No, you're able to see it as it looks flat over the desert. Yeah, okay.
There's supposed to be 32 feet of curvature.
Oh, okay. But if you're high enough,
from end to end.
But if you're high enough, you won't see that.
Why would going high enough change the curvature of Earth? I don't get that. The physical geometry.
Because you'll be able to see more of.
The higher you are, the further you can
your horizon becomes further away, Chris. You know this.
This has nothing to do. Maybe we should watch the video. This has nothing to do with horizon.
It absolutely does, because what you're talking about is the horizon.
Oh.
Yes.
No. Watch the video.
No,
play the video.
I don't need to. I've seen it.
But then you're wrong. It has nothing to do with the horizon.
Oh, okay, it does. Okay, you're talking about what should be disappeared behind a curvature, right?
I can't talk to you about it until you watch the video. No, not at all. See, that's what I'm saying. You're not right.
You just. Oh, okay. What did you say? Say it again, because that's what you said. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't. That's what you said, and I corrected you.
Go ahead.
Has nothing to do with things being blocked. Okay, let's get that settled. What it has to do with, let's say you built, this is the old argument of, like, if you built a 5 mile long ruler, the ruler would eventually curve, right, on the ends, right, as a hypothetical.
But say I'm not gonna lie, I was reading the chat. What's up, Bessie Montreal? Say it again, Chris.
This is a test where, like, so the hypothetical idea is, if you build a 5-mile long ruler, you either have to start curving the ruler around the Earth, or the ends of the ruler that are straight will have disparity of the curve of the Earth. You see what I'm saying? Like, there'll be a drop from the end of the ruler to
if what you're saying is for reality's sake, I'm going to speak it reality wise. So if we're looking at in both directions, you and me, our tangent line is what you're talking about, is straight. You're saying if you had a ruler that showed this tangent line, would it curve the shape of the Earth, or would it go out into space, right?
I'm saying either one of those would have to happen, right? So let's say
I'll tell you exactly what would happen, Chris. I'll tell you exactly what would happen. If you had a ruler, that ruler could be, if we could make a ruler that was 20,000 miles long, what would happen is you put it down on the ground, right? And the extra ruler, guess what that would do? It would go out into space.
Okay, so that's the theory. So the same.
No. That's what would happen. That's what would happen.
Yeah, right. But listen.
Yeah.
These people did that. Okay, they built a 7-mile span of solar system with lights. Lights.
Wait, I'm confused now. Go back.
You can't listen.
Okay, so they didn't do the ruler thing.
No, they didn't.
Oh, the ruler is an example of what's supposed to happen.
Okay.
So the ruler would have curve on the ends because it's going around the curve.
No. What did these people do?
They set up lights in a circular pattern as in the solar system. So they put one big light in the middle as the sun, and then each additional light is a planet. Okay,
yeah, of course.
And then they put those lights in circles around each other as quote unquote orbit.
Okay.
The last light from one end to the other end is 7 miles. Okay. So what happens is when you turn it on, it's a perfectly flat, level circle of pattern when there should be 32 feet across from end to end.
Yeah, but again, what? Oh God damn it! Like are you doing this on purpose? What elevation?
You're understanding. You just need to watch the. Why can't you play it?
Because first of all, it's fucking National Geographic, and they will fucking take my shit down.
We're commenting on it. This is
I don't. You know what, Chris? No.
I'll back you up, Sean. Go to 4.
Wait, did you say you'll back me up? Wait,
yeah,
Chris. So wait, I'm gonna call YouTube. I'm gonna call YouTube up, and I'm gonna be like, hey, fuck this. Talk to Chris. Talk to Chris Berry.
Yeah, they know me.
Why, are you a shill?
I mean, listen, I don't understand this stuff. Like, you have people putting on movie trailers.
If you don't understand it, how are you telling me?
What, Chris? What time stamp do you want us to go through? Because
I can't help it, Chris.
4:20 to like 4:40. It's 4:30. It's not that long.
Wait, time the fuck out, Chris. Hang on. Time out, Chris. Wait.
That's a graphic. The helicopter.
Holy shit, Chris!
Graphic. That's real.
Oh my God, Chris!
But they're not on the ground. They're up in the bloody air.
Oh my fucking God, Chris! Are you serious right now?
They're clearly up in the air.
Chris, come on, man, Chris. Everybody, I want to see my watching now to go to 0, because I want everyone to go to this link I just put in the chat and go to 420 to 430 and tell me that is not a fucking graphic. I'm not showing it on my stream. It's on. Oh my God! Hang on. Save that clip.
16, something like that.
Oh my God! Did you really say that? You're saying
they added graphics. The lights are real, Sean.
Chris, that whole 10 seconds is a graphic, Chris.
I can't get anything out on your show, man. You can't stop talking for 2 seconds. You're not listening.
Oh, I am listening.
I'm going to read the title of the video. The title is, "Watch this guy build a massive solar system in the desert." Those are real lights.
And Chris, no, Chris,
it's not hard.
You timestamped 420 to 430, so we watched that, and I'm telling you right now, that whole thing is graphic.
No, it's not.
That whole 10 seconds is graphics.
It's not. It's real light that they set up.
Well, okay. If that is like timed exposure or what have you, what's the altitude of the camera?
Oh my God, Chris!
I'm telling you,
we're up on top of a mountain taking the picture.
No.
I'm not at ground
before
level.
that, yeah, I see that before that. Okay, it's daytime. You push play. That's at 4:12. Now they're going. Oh my God! Chris, that's a graphic. Oh my God, Chris. Damn. If you guys look on the TV on the screen right now, you're gonna see it. I don't think it's enough to get me pulled off because I have a little trick under my sleeve. It's faded, but Chris, that whole thing is a graphic. It goes from daytime, and then it shrinks, and then the graphic starts.
Wait, hold on, let me see, make sure.
Yeah, these lights are all mounted on poles that are stuck in the desert.
Yeah, but see, that's not even. Look, I'm at 4:31. I'll tell you when it's. No, right now they're showing a graphic of where how the solar system would work in the desert, and then it shows the daytime. Okay, it's a graphic showing the solar system as it would be turning, because obviously you can't see it that well from that far away, and they are definitely on top of a mountain from that view, because you can tell during the daytime.
They're not down at ground level.
I'm pretty sure that the lights they really set those lights up.
No, I know they did, Chris, but what you're seeing is a graphic showing you where those lights are in relation to it.
No, I really believe that the lights that are spinning are the lights that they set up.
Okay, and Chris, okay, fine. If they are, let's do this. Everything that they're showing you, first of all, at 150, it's a drone shot.
See, let's go to 150. Hold on.
At 240, at 256, they're on top of they're on a mountain, dude. Chris,
so what? That doesn't change the physical geometry of where the lights are.
Chris, you see more.
The only way this doesn't work is if it's not those distances. But I don't get the point of the video if it says built a massive solar system in the desert and it's not real. What does that mean? Solar system.
I am slightly triggered.
Welcome, God.
And you should be, Barney.
Wait. I'm so happy you guys are here. I didn't explain anything wrong, right? I wasn't okay. Okay, I thought I was crazy.
Did they mount the lights on cars or something?
Yes, they went to the desert with actual lights and posts, and then they stuck those posts in the ground and put lights on them.
Yeah.
And then they moved away and realized that they can't see the light at that distance, and it won't be visible on the TV. So they put up some fancy graphics on the screen to show what the size of the orbit is. But they actually did put the lights in the ground at those distances. They did trace the orbits with cards, right?
Yeah, I've seen that video. It's a great. I think the guy.
That's noble effort. That's what the lights are. It's them driving around cars.
Yeah, but Chris, I was trying to tell Chris that
up in the air.
But it's a graphic to illustrate what's happening because you can't see it. Chris is like, no, that's the light. It's not a graphic at all.
Okay, well, so anyways, the point is those are physical lights that they went and did on the ground, and they're flat.
But they're not filming it from the ground, you utter numpty.
If they were on the ground, yes, it would. Yes, it does, Chris. Because if they were on the ground, you wouldn't be able to see all the lights.
Oh my lord! Does it matter?
So you're saying there's no physical geometric curve that those lights are on across 7 miles?
If he was on the ground, if the camera was on the ground, you wouldn't see the whole solar system.
Oh dear.
You wouldn't be able to. That's why they had to go to the top of the mountain.
You can see 7 miles left to right on the ground, but let's say they had to raise it to get. Of course. Oh yeah, your field of view is like, I don't know, it's way more than 7 miles.
Oh, what? How far is way more than 7 miles?
Probably like 10 to 15 miles.
Oh,
if I had to guess, that's just a random guess.
Yeah, it's just a random guess. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you were on the ground, you wouldn't be able to see the whole solar system.
But so the point you're missing is it doesn't matter if you're on the ground or in a drone looking down at it.
It does
There
matter.
should be 32 feet of physical curvature.
It matters.
Sean, people can't hear me if you're talking over me, Sean.
I know.
Because you're talking shit.
Dude,
No,
that's why I'm saying it.
The further you see.
No, literally, Chris,
Not
that's why I'm saying
Sean.
it.
You don't understand, and you're still not listening.
I definitely understand.
You definitely don't. Barney,
I definitely do.
Anybody, tell him that it doesn't matter if you're up high. If you're looking at something that's physically curving, you're going to see that curve.
Barney, tell me.
Okay, so what is the ratio of 32 feet and 7 miles?
From center to edge, it's going to be 16 feet. So
okay. So what is the ratio? What is the ratio of 32 feet? No, sorry, you just 16 feet. You're right. If it's from the center, it's 16 feet. What is the ratio of 16 feet over 7 miles?
Well, no,
it
it's
is
not.
zero.
It's not.
It is 0.00004. that is the ratio of the length
now you're wrong.
Height that you're. Go ahead.
Not 16 over 7. It's 32 over 7. It's 16 over 3.5. From center to edge is 3.5. It's 16 feet drop from
3.5 what, Chris?
Miles.
So what you're saying is that a minuscule amount of curvature over a field of view should be seen.
Two stories.
Okay.
2 stories is not minuscule in my opinion.
Yeah, it is over 7 miles.
Well, that made a big difference.
3.5 miles.
Now it's
16 feet.
Now
16 feet
0.08%.
over 3.5 miles is 0.00008.
But what?
It is. Huh? That's the ratio, right? The height.
Who cares?
The height. That curvature that you're saying we should see with our own eyes, that is stepping away from a straight line by 0.08%.
It's almost 2 stories of curve on one end.
Over 7. Oh, Jesus Christ.
3.5.
Okay.
7 divided by 2.
Here's the thing, Chris. It's minuscule over the distance that we're talking. Now, if you wanted to talk over, like, say, 1,000 miles, then we should be able to talk about what you should be able to see.
Okay, well,
listen.
Listen. Here's what I want to say. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what you got to say. Let's hear.
We need to come together.
Okay.
We need to come together.
Yes.
As a group.
Group.
You got to stop saying words over me, Sean.
I'm not. It's not over you. It's
Seriously.
repeating.
You've not, Sean. You're going to listen to this back. You've not stopped talking for less than 10 seconds at a time.
I know. It's my stream. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
But it's not a good stream. People aren't going to enjoy it if you're talking over me constantly.
I'm guaranteed they're enjoying the fuck out of this right now, Chris. Go ahead.
We need to come together and come up with a test that will detect and measure the physical geometry of the Earth by using something like this, physical materials. Again, building something that's a stretch of. And I mean, it's going to be hard. I know it's hard, but that's my point is, okay, if 7 miles isn't long enough to detect the curve, it's like, what the F do we have to do?
Who said that? Who said that?
Arnie just said the ratio is too small.
No. We're explaining to you that the view that we have in that video it's minuscule in that view.
It's not about the view, Sean.
It's not?
No, it's not about the view. He's saying there's not enough curve to detect.
No, that's not what we said.
No one said that. No one once said that.
Well, Barney said.
No, it didn't.
We can measure quantities smaller than 1%. We can measure quantities smaller than 0.1%, right? It depends of what. The issue is that you're looking at the whole thing on the video and expecting to see by your eye on the video a difference of 0.08% by
Chris,
eye.
Are you trying? I'm confused. Like, do you know what we're talking about?
Okay, hold on a second.
You keep changing
So you're
it up.
saying the higher you go, the harder it is to see curvature? I don't understand your point.
No,
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that it is very hard by eye to say whether what you're looking at is a straight line or something that is 0.08% away from the straight line. Do you understand the difference? It can be measured.
Let me ask you, Barney, are you saying...
It can be measured, but if you're saying that you can see that by eye on a video, that would be impressive. And you're presenting it as kind of, well, why aren't we seeing it? There should be 16 feet. There are 16 feet of curvature
Hey,
there.
listen. So let's forget that. Let's just understand the concept, right? So the concept we need to focus on and come up with something we can do like that. Because apparently all these observations, some people say it's refraction, it's flat. Some people say it's refraction because it's curved. And, I'm trying to be non-biased and say, okay, if we can't use observations and, because both sides are going to claim that refraction is causing what we see, then we have to come up with some other way to be able to curve.
Okay. Yes, people have been doing that for thousands of years.
Yes. The Earth isn't flat. We checked.
Well, so you've all seen the Rush. I think it's a Russian document from like the 50s or 40s or 50s saying that they were trying to detect the shape of the Earth.
No, I think the Russians were well aware of it as well back then.
Well, no, because it's in an official Russian government document.
I mean, you do know who did actually win the space race. It wasn't the Americans. They just happened to be the ones who got man on the moon first. Everything else, the Russians did first.
Yeah, the Russians
They're
got
well
here
aware
first.
what the shape of the Earth is,
We didn't win.
I mean,
We just
if you look back at anything, at any major pivotal point in space exploration, the Russians did it first.
But I mean, we did, we are better though. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We let them take all. The way I see it is we let them take all the risk so that we could do it safer.
Okay. Between now and when we stop using the shuttle, how did we get men up to the ISS and women? Obviously, how did we get people up to the ISS? Who was getting people there? Russia. Yes.
Well, not the UK foreigner.
We don't have a space program. I'm making no pretenses about that. Not since we gave up on, what was it, the Black Arrow back in the 50s or 60s or whatever it was.
Who has a probe closest to the sun?
Yeah, but I'm talking historically.
Yeah. Who has Hubble? Who has Hubble?
The Russians have been well aware for a very long time how big the Earth is and what shape it is when you look at the size of their bloody country.
Oh, wait. You think we're supposed to trust a country whose leader wrestles bears? Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with it.
I ain't gonna lie, Putin's a bad motherfucker.
It's a good reason to finish, huh?
I'm pretty sure Putin's like, why don't we go back to the olden days where the leaders fight? I guarantee you, he's like, we should do a cage match of the leaders.
You're thinking of the video, The Two Tribes by Frankie Goes to Hollywood, aren't you?
No, I haven't seen that, but it's insinuating that at all. It's awesome.
It was basically like a pit fight, between it was I think Reagan and Gorbachev, and that was pretty much the entire video. Two Tribes by Frankie Goes to Hollywood in 1980.
There is something better than that. It's called, I forget the name of it. I know someone's going to remember the name the second I start talking about it. The Claymations. They used to go on MTV. I don't remember what it was called, but I know someone does. But they used to put all these people against each other. It was awesome.
Oh, God, what was that called?
I don't remember. It was at least it had to have been, 20 years ago? Fuck, I'm old.
No, you're not.
Yes, no. I'm not as old as you, motherfucker.
I'm not even referring to me. Given some of the present company, I'd stop saying things like that if I were you.
Oh, you talking about Blue? Blue's old as dirt. For real. He knows it. I ain't what? I ain't no love lost.
I'm just a kid compared to Blue, I'm afraid. I'm just a mere youngster.
I'm kind of upset he wasn't here for me and No Name's religious conversation. He could have like cleaned everything up. He was like, damn it, I was there. This is what happened. But he wasn't.
Well, he is God.
I blame
I'll have you know. I helped think of dirt.
What they were doing is they had rocks and they were running them through their hand, you know, like the Benoit balls. They were doing that and it kept grinding down.
Until we came up with dirt, it was a real pain in the ass to be around here. Dirt solved all kinds of problems.
Yeah. Stop people from throwing rocks at glass houses all the time.
How is dirt made, Blue?
Oh, Jesus Christ. How did he find this server?
Leo, I have a question for Leo.
Oh, Jesus. Why? Wait, hang on. Usually we'd say don't antagonize the flat earthers. Don't antagonize the Leo here.
Yeah.
I need to correct him on something. Hold on, let me get a quote up.
Celebrity deathmatch. That's what it was.
Celebrity deathmatch. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a quote from Chris Lale from Jose's the other day.
Jesus Christ. Wait. Is Lale the new rumpus to you motherfuckers now?
Oh, he just said something that I want to see if it's what you guys think.
Geez.
So he says,
go ahead.
So he was, all right, so he was reading from Wikipedia, and so I'm quoting Wiki. He says, heliocentrism is an astronomical model in which the Earth and the planets revolve around the sun at the center of the solar system.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything wrong with that statement?
No.
Not very next, but the next few words from Leo. Now this is quoting him. This is quoting Hush. This is quoting him. We are not heliocentrists. We are not heliocentrists. We do not believe the sun is in the center of the solar system. We do not believe that. It has been superseded. I would have to you didn't. I would have to continue reading that in the Wikipedia article to see what they are talking about and to see what system we accept today. So you not only do you not know that you are heliocentrists.
Here's a key.
You have to go to Wiki to see what you believe. That's
so wait. So you don't use Wiki at all, ever, Chris?
Not to know what I believe. No.
Why? How do you know what you believe?
I come to the conclusion.
Oh, how?
By doing research.
Oh, how?
Understanding.
Well, no. How do you do research? So you just understand?
Hey, John, nobody told me that the Earth is flat. Therefore, you have to believe it because it's on Wiki. That's not what happened.
That's not what the fuck are you? Chris, hang on. Watch this. Lale, you know how much I hate you. I think it is honorable and respectful that you wanted to clarify what you wanted to, how you thought, and use Wiki to do it. So be it, Chris. Shut up.
No, well, let me read the quote again. Let me read the quote again.
Okay. Well, okay. Go ahead.
I would have to continue. Listen, I would have to continue.
Wait. Hang on. Chris, did you write this down?
Again. Interrupted again.
Wait, did you? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I did because it was so moronic.
Okay, well, why didn't you just record it? Why didn't you just record it? Why didn't you record it and then you could have played that?
It is recorded. That's how I. How do you think I wrote down what he said?
Can you play the recording, please?
Oh, the recording is like him speaking and then someone else speaking for 5 or 10 seconds and him cutting back in. So it's sort of.
Well, then can
you have to go.
Yeah, it's chill. We'll listen to it.
Well, you're going to get a strike.
From who? From Jose?
Jose.
Oh, no. I'll play Jose's whole fucking stream. He won't strike me. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, now I gotta go find this. So just
okay. Cool. Thanks. Perfect.
Dude, you don't make the ballers do this much work.
What the fuck? I make everyone do this much work. Shut up. Chris, shut up. I don't care who you are. I'll talk. I made that very clear already. All right. I don't care what side of the shape world you are. Don't piss me off. That's all that comes to it. Damn.
What did you really say, Lyle?
I said there's a heliocentric model of the universe, and we are not heliocentrists in that context. We do not believe the sun is the center of the universe. Yes, it is.
You didn't say universe.
Yeah, I did. You just don't. You and all other flat earthers are the same. You leave out important things to support your point of view.
I hate to say this, but I agree with Chris Lale.
Thank you, Sean.
Shut up,
what do you
Chris.
agree with him about?
Thank you, Sean.
What do you agree with him on?
The fact that I believe that he was saying in the universe, because it's not just a situation of does everything circle around the earth, or is it the sun the center of the solar system, or is the sun the center of the universe? Like, those are questions that were asked, and I can see in the context of what Chris would be talking about that he meant we're not the center of the universe, we are the center of our solar system.
Okay, well, here's the problem with that.
Because this is the thing. You said, the first thing you said, and this is what teed me off to it. The first thing you said was, we live in a heliocentric system. The sun is a center of our solar system. And then you said, is there anything wrong with that? What you were trying to catch us on is fucking trying to make us think, is it the center of the universe, or is it center of the... Yes, the statement he said first, the sun is a center of our solar system. Yes.
So, Sean.
So in that definition that you just read, heliocentrism is an astronomical model. What does astronomical mean?
Oh, for the record,
you're going to dig your hole bigger.
For the record, Crash, if you want Travis first, it doesn't matter. I just want the observations from. That's all I keep getting at him. So,
Sean, I'm going to go on mute. I'll find the quote and I'll play the video. So
thank you.
And then you'll apologize for taking his side when you knew better.
Oh, I will.
Be right back.
I'll definitely apologize if he's wrong. I'll actually berate him.
I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah. You better be right, Chris. This is like the first time I've ever backed you, and like it already upsets me. I'm already upset. I am triggered by defending you. Actually, I'm not. Chris Berry has issues. I know this.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you're higher when you're looking at the horizon.
Well, that was the thing, because the first thing I remember the video. I remember watching that video. I watched that video so long ago, and it's a really good video. At first, it's slow, but then you realize the scale of what they did. It's fucking awesome. Yeah. So what ends up happening? So he goes, "Yeah, you shouldn't be able to." I see what he's saying. He's saying over the solar system layout that the guy has, it should look like you shouldn't be able to see it because it's 7 miles. Like there should be a hump so high that you can't see the solar system, and that's why I kept going. Wait. The view of the view of the whole layout, aren't they on a mountain? He goes, it doesn't matter. Hey, why? It definitely matters. It definitely fucking matters. Wait. Hang on, Chris. Hang on. There's a super chat from B-Ball. Thank you, B-Ball. It says, here's $10 back for Chris Berry, who donated it to my son. Now explain lunar. Now, Chris. We got a super chat for you from B-Ball.
Found it.
Okay, yeah, hang on. But there's a super chat for you. It says, here's $10 back for Chris Berry, who donated it to my son. Now, Chris Berry, explain a lunar
How do I get that money? He gave it to you. I need it. He needs to give it back to me.
Yeah, but you need to answer if you can answer the question, I'll give it to you.
Okay, so I found the clip where Lale says that, if you want to play it.
Wait. I know, but hang on. But, can you answer that? Lunar eclipse?
Oh, I don't know anything about it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I thought so.
Oh, I did
What if I told you we knew enough to teach you?
Let's get to the point.
I said the word universe.
No, you didn't.
Heliocentric universe.
Wait. Chris,
no, you didn't.
Chris Lale, did you go back and find it?
You just play the video. I found it, Sean. I posted it.
Why didn't you listen to exactly what I...
to it.
Okay, hang on.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Play it. Okay. And listen for the word universe.
Okay, what time is there a timestamp, people?
Just play it from where he started.
Okay.
It's
All right,
30.
hang on. Okay.
3230.
Okay, shut up.
Just listening in, man.
Cool. Leo, do you want to now let's go back to business. Do you want to repeat that one statement? I'm sorry, I was with my nephew and I was telling like, listen, these people talking. I think I forgot to mute the phone. I didn't pay attention to you. My bad. Yeah. Tell me the point about the heliocentric model, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, the heliocentric universe, which if you click on that link, says heliocentrism is an astronomical model in which the Earth and the planets
says the heliocentric
revolve
universe.
around the sun at the center
32,
of the solar
43, something like that.
and then it keeps going.
Okay, yeah,
so
I just
Yeah.
I just didn't read the whole thing.
Sorry, bro. Sorry,
Yep.
Chris Barry. You're fucking wrong.
Oh, what are you
bro.
talking about?
You're wrong, bro. You're wrong. Everyone
Oh
just
my
heard
God.
it.
No, keep playing it.
Yeah, I just dude, I just played.
That's not even a thing.
I just
That's
played.
not even a thing.
I
guys.
just
You guys are
played.
stupid. Keep playing it then. Then Sean, keep playing it.
I did. I did play. What are you talking about?
Keep playing it.
The first thing out of his fucking mouth is universe. The first thing out of his fucking mouth.
Playing. Okay, first of all, there's no such thing as a heliocentric universe.
What?
They're two different things.
Wait, yes, there is. I just explained that, Chris.
No, it's not.
Yes, okay. There was either
playing it.
is the
Just
is
keep
the
playing it,
solar
Sean.
system spinning around the Earth, or is is Earth the center of the solar system, or is the sun center of the solar system? That was one question. Then the other question was, are we the center of the universe?
You're not
That was
going to play
another
the rest of the clip.
I did. I already did. Everyone heard it. I played
Play the whole thing.
You want to play the whole show?
There's more to it.
The whole hour and a half. Hour and a half left.
There's
You wanna
another
play?
there's 20 more seconds. All you have to do is play the 20 seconds. It's
I
easy.
did until Jose
Even
talks.
you can do it.
Until Jose
So
talks, right?
But he is correct, but he didn't give the full context of what I
exactly.
said.
Oh, I
said
definitely
in
did.
the
What are you talking about?
heliocentric universe,
Yep.
yada yada
That.
yada.
What's
Yep.
that?
Yeah. I just explained it to you.
What's
didn't.
that? It's what they thought until a couple of hundred years ago, Chris.
You don't listen, Chris.
The heliocentric universe was what they thought. They thought the sun was the center of the frigging
He
universe.
didn't read from heliocentric universe. He read from heliocentric
He said he
model.
said universe. He said universe in the beginning. He started off with it. You're wrong, Chris.
Sorry, you have to agree with me, Sean.
Yeah,
go
you better
back
be.
to
I
citation.
apologize.
I'm gonna say this right now to anybody that's listening and watching right now. If you ever come at me again to fucking disprove something Chris Lale says, and I have to back him, fuck you. All I gotta say about that.
Super chats allowed still though.
What? Doesn't even make sense.
Wait. You know, super chats are allowed in this chat, so you can super chat Sean G all you want. You can't agree with me, Sean G.
No, actually, I don't agree with you. I'd rather use PayPal.
Well,
it's quite easy
are
to
you
disagree
saying you
with
don't
you.
accept super chats?
I what? I'm saying I prefer PayPal's. What?
Okay, everyone's PayPal Sean G. Now you have to agree with me, Sean.
I can just move on. That sounds like a much better idea to me. What everyone else think? Yep.
What's the current model for Globers?
What's the current model for flat earthers?
Hold on. Centrism?
What?
Isn't the current astronomical model for the official narrative heliocentrism?
Not the official narrative. The knowledge that we have and obtained has led us to the conclusion that we live in a heliocentric solar system. Yes, sir. Yes.
Right.
What? What? Okay, Chris.
So Lale said that that's not true, and that's been superseded.
No, he
so
said
I want to know what's been
He
superseded.
said the universe.
No, he didn't.
Dude, we're not going back to this again. Dude, we listened
Why?
to it. Everyone listened to it.
You're
You're wrong.
You know
You're
what
wrong.
the heliocentric universe
You're-
is?
Yes.
It's heliocentrism. It's the same thing.
No.
Oh, Jesus God.
Jesus, dude, Chris.
No, it isn't.
Chris,
I'm
are you
so
gonna
glad
beat?
I got that
Are
whole
you
thing.
gonna beat this one till it's dead? Because it's already dead, dude. Put it this way: I know it's hard for you to come to grips with the fact that Lael is right against you. I know,
Not
dude.
right.
I know,
Not
Chris.
right.
I know, dude. No one ever in their life had ever had to say that except for you now. So I get why you're all like, ah.
He said he's not a heliocentric. I just want to put that on.
No, my God, Chris.
Let's ask him, Sean. Why are you stop defending him? Lael, are you a heliocentric?
I know. Why am I defending him? Holy shit. Chris, shut up. You're wrong, dude.
Not wrong.
Yes, you
He
are
said
wrong.
heliocentric.
Dude, first of all,
isn't the current model.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell my girl. Stop fucking whining. And how do I know you're whining? You got this little high. I'm not. Dude, don't do that. Just stop. Chris, you're wrong. I'm saying, Lael, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. You are correct. I know you want to throw up in your mouth when you say it, but
Sean, why don't you play the whole clip?
I did already, Chris.
Oh, you didn't. That's a lie. You played 5 seconds and then stopped the clip. I told you to play like 30 seconds.
I played from the part where.
Why don't you play the 30 seconds?
I played the part from when the cynic was talking to when Jose started talking.
And you need to play another 20 seconds of the clip.
Do you?
Damn it! I'm done. We're changing the topic.
Why?
I'm not defending.
Why
because I'm not defending Lael anymore. I'm not defending Lael anymore.
Purposely misleading people and not showing them the whole clip?
Because I'm censoring you, Chris.
Anyways,
how about
the clip
this?
is there for anyone to listen to.
What? What'd you say, Chris? Wait, one of you guys got to change your name.
My name is Lael right now.
I know.
In your chat.
Your name isn't Lael though. Okay, hang on. B-Ball did another super chat. He says, Chris, why are you refusing to research the lunar eclipse?
Because no flat earther has yet been able to explain the lunar eclipse.
And if you don't understand the lunar eclipse, Chris, we are happy to explain it to you. I have another question. Chris, why are you saying the Earth is flat?
Barney just said the sun is not the center of the solar system and we don't revolve around it. Can Barney clarify?
Where did Barney say that?
Okay, so people keep saying the center is the barycenter. So that's a basically a moot point. The model is the sun is in the center.
Wait. Why is it a moot point? Why is it a moot point?
It's like saying you can detect 16 feet of curvature in 3.5 miles to him. That's what it's like to me. So it's not the exact center, but it is at the center.
Yeah, that's exact. Yeah, that makes sense.
And we revolve
what you're saying
around
doesn't.
No, it makes perfect sense.
What Barney said.
All these articles I'm pulling up say the sun is the center.
Oh my God, Chris! Hang on.
Barney just said it.
Wait a minute, Blue. Wait a minute, Blue. Blue. I know you've been around a long time. I know you're very fucking educated and you do a lot of things like fly and know a lot of physics. You do a lot of experiments and you understand a lot of stuff. But Chris here knows more. He has said that declares that science is so fucking wrong that he has the understanding that everyone needs to listen to. So, Chris, show me your Nobel Prize and give me the speech you said when they gave it to you, and then we'll hear your shit. Go.
Yeah.
No, you got nothing? Okay. My bad, Blue. Go ahead.
I was just going to clear up what Barney said. That's exactly what I mean. Barney already cleared it up. Yes, we orbit around the sun. All the planets orbit around the sun, and the sun is not the center; it's the barycenter.
You should love that, Barry. You should be like, I got my own center.
I just posted an
It's a
article
different
called
big-
"How We Came to Recognize the
Okay.
Sun as the Center of Our Solar System." So again, it's basically semantics that, okay, it's not the perfect center, but it is considered the center of our solar system, and all planets revolve around it.
For layman, yes.
So that's Helios. That's all heliocentrism is. Chris Whale is on record, on audio, saying he's not a heliocentrist and he doesn't know what the model is.
So
he needs to go to
Wait,
Wikipedia.
if
to
he
confirm
doesn't
it.
know what the model is, why are you quote mining him so damn much?
I want to point out that he's a baller who doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh my god! I guarantee, Chris, you're a baller.
And it's
you
a
don't
really
know shit
retarded quote.
either.
It's a really dumb quote.
Chris, you're a baller.
It's going on
and he knows
QE's
more
top
than you.
25 list.
I hope so. I hope so. When are you going to
I'm
be
a
on his
baller?
list? Yes, you are a baller.
How am I a baller?
Because you live on a fucking globe, Chris.
Oh, you're a flat earther then?
No, we don't live on a flat Earth.
We do.
There's no evidence. You're presupposing right now.
There's tons of evidence.
You're presupposing, Chris.
I would actually like to see some of your evidence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too. Please. Along with the Nobel Prize. I know, I've never seen one, and I want to see what it looks like.
Nah, you can buy those things on eBay. Don't even.
Really?
I got one in my pocket.
Ooh, I should buy like 100 of those and start handing them out for fucking people like Chris.
A golden booby.
No, a Nobel Prize. I do peer reviews. I think a Nobel Prize. Fuck that! I'm going on eBay right now. What the fuck? Are you serious?
I was kidding, but I'll bet you probably can.
We haven't had a good peer review on here in ages.
Oh, we're not gonna even have one until I find one of these fucking Nobel Prizes. Oh my god, it's like a penny.
Yep. So it's a bit bigger though.
I got fucking hundreds of pennies.
Yeah,
Chris, I need your address. I got a Nobel Prize for you, buddy. Oh shit. That's what we're doing now. Chris, are you applying for a Nobel Prize? Because I'm giving them out. We've had one, Stingray. Remember Stingray? Remember that guy, the 3D chap? Yeah.
Yeah, what about him?
Yeah, he tried to do. He had I have a flat Earth sunset that makes sense, and we peer reviewed it and crushed that shit. He didn't get he didn't get his Nobel Prize that day, so he's bitter.
Did you crush it?
Oh, it doesn't work.
We should send them one just for
trying
for posterity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, but for a Stingray, I'm gonna make a list. Stingray and Chris Berry so far are the new Truth Army Nobel Prize winners so far. And Chris, if you send me your I'll give you. You can send me your address. I won't give it out, dude. You know damn well I ain't gonna dox your ass. But let me send you this Nobel Prize.
Why hasn't someone come forward and talked about chemtrails and spraying and made that public knowledge?
I do all the time, but it's not chemtrails.
Where's your Nobel Prize for saving humanity from chemtrails?
What? Why would I get a Nobel Prize for that? Shut up, Chris.
Where's
Why
your
would I get
save humanity? Where's your Save Humanity Prize then? For
I know, right?
Stopping the chemtrails.
I didn't stop it. I can't stop it. I'm not
informing everyone. Then
I know, right?
Why hasn't anyone given you a prize?
Because I'm black.
I don't understand it.
You being black?
Because I'm sexy. Because I'm sexy caramel. That's why, Chris.
You being
I'm
black
pissed
makes
off
a lot
too.
of sense, Sean.
Huh?
You being black makes a lot of sense.
I'm not black. Sexy caramel.
I'm sorry.
What does that mean? Him being black makes a lot of sense.
I don't know. Chris Lale has issues.
Racism?
I'm so happy that I think so. But I know Chris isn't racist. That wasn't a racist. I wasn't saying it as a racist comment. Chris is not racist. I know that. And I'm talking about Barry. I don't know about Lale.
I hate all races the same.
Lale's definitely a bad seed. I had no idea the Nobel Prize looked like a penny. I'm sending. Oh man, fuck Stingray. I'll send you my email in the DM, Chris. I need your address. I need to send you this Nobel Prize. I'm gonna start sending these. QE can have his list. I need QE's address as well, so I can send him a Nobel Prize too. Because that motherfucker,
What about Nathan Thompson?
he should get two. No, he don't get a cent from me. If I can find one of those machines that squish the pennies, I'll send one of those to him. That's what I should do. Can I get those custom
Oh,
made? How much does it cost to send a penny through the mail? Hey, Chris, B-Ball wants you to explain the lunar eclipses, please.
Okay.
No, I said Chris Berry. And if I said Lael, then I apologize.
No, you didn't. I just was going by my other name.
Well, he can keep giving you super chats, then Sean, and you can take it and do whatever you want with that money.
No, I'm gonna put it in this fund, and then anytime the family, the community needs help, I'll send it to them.
I need
And I
help.
won't. No, I don't give a fuck what you need, Chris. I'm gonna hire a hitman for you.
Thanks, Sean.
Sean, how are you today? Stop being all creep, dude. I can fucking mute you, okay? That's why I do this Discord shit.
All right, so I know what happened. I know what Lael did. I know what confused him.
No. Okay.
Let me explain.
No. What confused you?
Let me explain. I know exactly what happened.
We want to hear what confuses you, though.
What happened was he typed in heliocentric universe.
Uh-huh.
Now listen. And what he did is he clicked on the very first link that came up, which is Wikipedia, which takes you to heliocentrism, not heliocentric universe. So he read the quotes for heliocentrism, which is the current model.
Okay,
and then went on to say,
Are you going to apologize to him for misquoting him for thinking he said
I didn't
something different?
misquote. I didn't
Yes,
misquote
you did.
anything.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yeah.
Him, and he's wrong.
You're wrong.
He said he's not a heliocentrist.
You're not.
If he believes in the current model, that is the current model.
What are you, Chris?
I'm a person.
Not you,
A
asshole.
flatus.
You are a globe-er. You live on a fucking globe.
I'm a planet.
Hey,
Earth.
hang on, Chris. Here's a
That
challenge to you.
happens to live
Hang
on
on.
the planet Earth. That's a
Shut
sphere.
up, Lael. Chris Barry. Here's a challenge to you. You live on a fucking globe. Prove me fucking wrong.
What's your evidence of that?
No, you heard exactly what I just said. You live on a globe, Chris. Prove me wrong.
That's a claim. I don't have any evidence for that claim.
Exactly.
Exactly? You don't have any evidence?
You have no evidence. You have no evidence that would say to the contrary.
Oh, that's not how that works.
It is how it works. Prove me wrong.
But you have to prove that we're on a globe.
Chris, you live on a globe. Prove me wrong.
You have to prove
You
we're on
can
a
prove
globe.
that you live on a square.
How about this,
on
Chris?
a line. You could prove
Chris,
anything.
I'll
But
do this
you
again.
just have to prove them wrong.
And I'm happy. And remember, I already got a tombstone for you. I'll make another one. But remember this. I'm back. Answer my question. Fuck B-Ball's question. Fuck everyone else's question. This is my question to you.
Fuck B-Ball for sure.
Prove me wrong. Can
He's
you?
a piece of shit.
No, you are, Chris. Actually, you are. You are definitely a piece of shit.
Sean,
if you want to
Bigfoot's
compare, if you want to play the compare game, you are definitely the piece of shit.
Prove me wrong.
What? I can prove you're a piece of
Bigfoot's
shit.
real. Prove me wrong.
Oh, I think it could be real too. 100%.
Bigfoot's real. Prove me wrong.
I think he could be real.
Okay. Well, Bigfoot's fake. Prove me wrong.
Have you seen him?
Well, I haven't. That's why I think he's fake.
Okay, then he's fake.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
I did.
I reject the proposition that the Earth is flat. Prove me
Chris
wrong.
Lael, shut the fuck up. Damn, dude. Fuck. How did you find my server?
Nice, Sean.
Chris.
Cool.
You're
internet bullying.
Chris, yes, I am. I am. Yeah, I am. 100%.
You didn't have to be you.
No. He's talking about Chris Lael. Definitely bullying the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, for sure, Chris Lael. He couldn't bully me at all.
Me? I couldn't.
He doesn't have the intellect.
Oh, Lael. Oh yeah. You're probably right. But he did prove you wrong today, though.
Oh, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
I read out the quote. What he said. He said he's not a heliocentrist.
And you left out the very first part of the timestamp, which you even sent to me. You left that whole first part out.
I didn't. It doesn't have. He doesn't have to do with the quote that he read.
Yeah,
and
it
then
yeah, it does. It 100% does.
Said he's not.
It does.
It
does. It does 100% because the first thing out of his mouth was the universe.
It doesn't. No.
not sure if you knew it or not, but I got priority speaker on this
No.
motherfucker, dumbass. So
Denial is not
Yeah, well,
true.
I'm showing you what it's like. I'm showing you what it's like.
No, that means when you try to talk over me, everyone hears me over you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even have to yell. I can just talk like I am right now. You could do your rants. It doesn't matter. They hear me over you because I have priority in this motherfucker. That's censorship. You should do that.
Is that for real?
Yeah, dumbass.
If I talk over you, they still hear.
Yeah, I talk over everyone. I have priority. No, wait.
I'm gonna test. I'm gonna test. I'm gonna test.
Hang on. No, I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. Big Blue, Amy, Hannah. I think Barney doesn't even. Yeah, that's it right now. But all of them talk over everyone when they're talking. They have priority speaker.
All right, I just tested. No, it didn't. I was definitely interrupting you.
No, you weren't.
No, I listened to the YouTube page. I did.
Oh,
maybe
no,
it's
no.
in
I said,
maybe in Discord.
I did say in here. And
So
here's
why
the
is
better
it-
part.
why is
Here's the
YouTube
best part
taking
about that. I turn your volume all the way down. I can't even hear you. And no one will be able to hear. I have so much control on Discord, it's insane. I can make it so no one hears you right now. And you don't even know it. You wouldn't even know it unless you were listening to YouTube.
What
That's
is
fine.
the
That would-
point of this?
That would make it for a weird show.
No, wouldn't it? It'd be like fucking Nathan Oakley's.
Because you guys can hear me though, right? It's just YouTube wouldn't.
No. Wait.
No,
Yeah.
We can fix that too, Chris.
Yeah,
Like
everyone can do that. Yeah.
like that. See? That's how we do that.
Yeah.
That takes care of all the problems right there.
Yeah. Yep. And you can
That's
call
kinda
mod abuse, but I agree with everything my mods do. I back them all 100%.
That's
Oh, that's
fine.
not like-
And I have mod status on some
Loyalty.
channels too.
Yeah.
That's not quite like you timing me out every time I try to go on QE's channel, is it?
Because you blocked
Wait,
Blue, me on
Blue.
Sean.
Hang on, Blue. Let's get something straight. First of all, you know damn well Chris is a foot soldier and he has direct orders.
I do what I want on those channels. They
Yeah,
don't
sure.
care.
Yeah, because you have direct orders. You're like their little. I don't even want to
Yeah,
say.
Sean, you just said you
The
give
minion.
people direct orders to time people out. So what's the difference?
Yeah. Q2. Q has 2, huh?
Sean,
Yes,
Sean.
sir. Yeah.
Please stop. You're taking it too far.
Okay. Wait, what am I taking too far?
The bashing of Chris Berry and inviting everybody in your channel to bash on Chris Berry, and there's 10 of us and 1 of him, and there is no conversation going on. It's just literally bashing him. And
Yes,
okay, that you've had your fun. Pull back.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
What are you talking
Hold a
about?
sec.
Sean was bashing me
Wait,
first, so.
can I bash Chris Shaleo though?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I thought we were friends.
That's funny.
I apologize,
He gets
Chris.
it here.
Chris
He gets it in
Berry.
jam.
I like
gets
it,
it
but
everywhere.
here's the thing. Here's a good thing. I do like Chris Berry. Chris Berry knows it. I can't just wait until we get to roll though. Have you been training, Chris?
Yeah, I have been.
Good. All right, good.
That
That's
I'd
good
like
hear.
to see.
Oh, I only get to go
It'll
once a
happen
week
soon.
though.
Hey, as long as you fucking going, dude.
Did you do a tournament recently? Did I remember that correctly?
No, I was going to. It was supposed to be last week, but I ended up getting the flu. I know, Hannah. But yeah,
I'm not
I
going to say anything. I said my piece. I don't need to push it.
The next one I think is another month and a half. It depends on if I want to travel or not. But yeah, I'll do it for the next one.
I'd pay to see you and Chris go at it.
Oh, we're going to, and Chris is willing to. That's the best part.
I would. No, listen, Sean would destroy me, but it would be fun though.
I would destroy Chris only because I have so much more experience. But I wouldn't like just demolish him like that. That would be rude, and it would just be rude just because of the
You
rank.
said you're purple no gi, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many total years have you been doing it? I forgot.
About 6 years, 7 years.
You're only purple? Is that just because you haven't trained as much in the last couple of years?
No, well, the first 2.5 years, I only did tournaments. I didn't train at all. And then the guy that I trained with, my coach, Corey Cass, he doesn't belt up very often. He waits. So, for instance, I wasn't a blue belt in gi until I was a blue belt. It wasn't that you've been here long enough. It wasn't, oh, you did the techniques well. He wants to make sure you are that level before he will belt you. So, on average, someone would belt up about every year and a half. He averages every 2.5 years he'll belt up. So it does take a lot longer under him.
Okay. If you were a blue belt, it would be a challenge. But since you're purple, I mean, I wouldn't.
I know too many.
Basically, when I roll with the purples, when I roll with the purples, I pretty much am on defense the whole time.
Yeah, you would need to be a blue belt where you kind of have you see right now you're in that you're remembering things, so you're trying to recreate things, and you're not ready to actually make it happen yet. It's usually around blue belt where you start having a scheme, and then that's when you're able to start giving purple belts problems.
I've not come close to subbing a purple belt. Just basically defending the whole. I've defended the whole role.
Well, remember this. So white belt, your only thing you're going to learn as white belt is defense. Realistically, blue belt, you perfect your defense and you're working on your offense. Purple belt, you're working on only your offense. You have defense. Your defense is sound. You're now working on your offensive game. You come with black belt, you work on everything. Period. You know what I mean? Or as a brown belt, you're perfecting everything. Is better.
Work on offense only against. Well, I do it against everyone, but I can only implement subs on white and blue belts.
Yeah, well, that's because they're still playing. They're still learning their games too. But once you get to purple belt, you have a game. You've learned your steps in your rolling to make things happen and to create situations. Once you become a purple belt, there's no difference between a purple belt and a brown belt, except for a brown belt now has an offensive game. That's why you'll exactly you'll see if you watch the purple belt and a brown belt roll, it's going to be a very dynamic roll because one person is working on offense and one person knows offense and defense and is still in that uncomfortable game where they're still worrying about things. That's why when you come a black belts roll so slow because they've now learned to calm the game down. That's all.
Matthias, someone named Matthias Stengel in chat says, since belts mean anything in MMA, huh, Chris? So I guess I try to explain we're talking about jiu-jitsu, and in jiu-jitsu there are belts, and it does mean something. So I don't know what his point is.
Definitely does. Anytime you see an MMA fight that goes to the ground, anyone who has jiu-jitsu skills is going to have the upper hand. Belts matter to everything in a sense of tells you where your game's at. It tells you what you need to work on next. Like I said, as a white belt, you're learning the basic defense. As a blue belt, you're perfecting your defense and thinking about your offense. And as a purple belt, you're thinking about your offense. And as a brown belt, you've now know your offense and know your defense, and you're perfecting it. Then you become a black belt, and you've perfected pretty much the basic game, and you're on to your own schemes.
Yeah, the problem right now for me is because I do no-gi. There's no belt system in no-gi, so I'm really
it's different.
I really don't know.
Scheme, yeah. There's some schools that will acknowledge it, and they'll do that with the gis, or not the gis, the rash guards, and you'll just wear your respected rash guard. In tournaments, you'll notice that a lot of people in no-gi will wear their respective color rash guard.
Like for me, I if I had to guess where I was, I'd probably say so. There's what's typical. It's 4. You go to 4 stripes, and before you get your next belt, so you do 4 stripes, and then after your 4th stripe, you get your next belt, right?
Your 4th stripe is your next belt.
It's the next belt. Okay, so I'm probably realistically a 2 stripe white, possibly 3 stripe, but probably 2.
Yeah, well, the biggest problem you have is the time you spend on the mat. And that's that's basically what it is. the more time you know that by now, the more time you spend on the mat, the more you're going to figure out. You can learn you can learn everything, but until you've subconsciously learned it, it's nothing. And that takes mat time, period. And that's the other thing that and when I do tournaments, when I do no-gi especially, you'll see it. Like when I start live streaming, you'll notice it right away. And no-gi, I'm a little bit more advanced than most of the guys I go against because I competed longer than I've trained. And so I've been in the shit. I know what it feels like. I've done most of that stuff. It's starting to kind of even out now that I'm coming up to the upper levels of it, because as a beginning in no-gi, it really is more of a who can scramble the best. And once you get to the higher levels, you learn that scrambling is actually not the best thing in the world. You hate scrambling. I slow guys down that like to scramble, which makes no sense to no one. It's people that don't train at all. Yeah, in a real sense, Mathis, the belts really don't matter. They don't. Any black belt will tell you he's a white belt with more time. That's exactly what a black belt will tell you. He's a white belt with more mat time. That's all he's going to tell you.
Oh, don't tell them they don't matter. They do matter.
No, it doesn't matter. It matters to yourself. It shows you where you're at in it.
No,
realistically,
put it
this way. It doesn't. Okay, Chris, put it this way. Does a black belt need to have a black belt to be a black belt?
Oh, it's a guide. It's a measuring stick.
Yeah, but does he need to wear a black belt to be one?
Not to be one, but there are belts in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, there is, and
for a reason.
Oh, of course. But what Mathis is saying, when you're in the ring, it doesn't matter, because here's the other thing, and there is a saying, and it may be different because you're just in the jiu-jitsu, and I did more of the MMA part of it too. And this is very true, and I shit you not, it is 100% true. You hit a black belt once, he becomes a brown belt. You hit him twice, he becomes a purple belt. Hit him 3 times, he becomes a blue belt. Hit him 4 times, he becomes a white belt. It's very true. It doesn't. I understand what you're saying, Chris, but a high level black belt jiu-jitsu guy who's never done MMA will get his ass beat doing MMA. The Gracies knew MMA when they did the UFC. It wasn't like they just knew jiu-jitsu only and they had no other fighting skills. There's a big difference. There is a big difference between MMA jiu-jitsu and the jiu-jitsu you're learning. I think I've said it to you before. The best thing to do is find a jiu-jitsu school that does combat jiu-jitsu. It's the same thing, but they'll give you more intel on, okay, but if you get in a street fight right now, you understand that.
Yeah, I'm not getting hit in class though.
Exactly. No, but hey, Chris, that's real. If you want to learn, if it's either you want to, here's the thing: what you're learning will help you. Period. I don't give a fuck what happens. The skills you're learning, whether you do the combat version of it, it will help you in a real time situation. But if you really want to learn the real art of jiu-jitsu, you need to be doing it combat style, because that is what jiu-jitsu really is from. That's what it really is, and it's from the Japanese jiu-jitsu. Yes, Japanese jiu-jitsu came before Brazilian. It literally is all combat. They don't even teach it without the combat version of it. And that's just more, so it's like your reactions. Your guard becomes so much different when it becomes a combat situation. When you're just rolling with somebody and then your guard, you're safe. You're not worried about nothing. Well, if there's striking involved, there's a whole lot more involved in. There's 10 more steps to that their guard game when you're talking MMA situation. In Crash, street fighting does not work against jiu-jitsu. It actually it'll void it out. I'll let you even hit me once to take it to the ground so you think you got me. And so you'll come down and think you're in a ground and pound, and I'll also start wrapping you up, and then you'll hate life.
Well, I mean, Sean, that's the thing. I could take it farther and say, okay, well, so gi and no gi jiu-jitsu isn't real world. So go to combat jiu-jitsu. Well,
wait,
that's not real world
wait,
because you're not swinging fists
Gi
at someone's face.
Hang on. Gi is actually more real world.
Or real world, but you're still not throwing punches and hits. And then even combat is what I understand of combat is like open hand slaps and stuff.
No, Chris. No, understand. The jiu-jitsu the jiu-jitsu we're learning is not the original style. Again, it originally is a battle technique. It's a style that the Japanese taught and all that stuff. It all has to do with combat. It's all in there. They take the combat out because their average person doesn't want to get hit in the fucking face.
That's my point. So combat jiu-jitsu is open hand slaps, correct?
No. You're talking about pancration. That's what you're talking about.
Oh, like Eddie Bravo's combat jiu-jitsu.
That's pancration. Yes, that's that. What I'm talking about is real world. I'm talking like if you get in a fight in the street and you use jiu-jitsu, you need to learn how to defend yourself from punches and be on the offensive on the bottom. Because arm bars, put it this way, an arm bar, you wouldn't do that in the real world. You want to know why? Because you're gonna get your fucking chunk out of your. You're gonna get a piece of your leg, a big chunk bitten out of your leg. You're not gonna put someone in a triangle. Why? Because they're gonna grab your fucking nuts and rip them the fuck off.
I've seen someone put someone in a triangle in real life and hold them down until the cops got there.
It does work. It does work. Yes.
All right, but that's the argument but you can make the argument for any MMA.
Who did it?
Like, oh, you better not kickbox me because I'll just bite your fingers off.
If someone kickbox me, I'm taking them down. I don't like to get kicked.
Right. Oh, but then they're just gonna bite your arm. Like, of course that could happen.
Yeah.
Basically, now you're talking Krav Maga, where it's like do anything you can.
No. Combat jiu-jitsu is the solution. It's put this way: when you're watching UFC and they're on the ground and the guy's on the bottom, who you know is a jiu-jitsu practitioner, and he looks comfortable, and the guy's punching and he's ducking right and he's getting the overhooks and he's getting overhooks. Remember this, Chris: they won't teach you overhooks unless you're trying to scramble out. When you're learning combat jiu-jitsu, those overhooks are what saves you from getting elbowed and punched in your face. You got to think about those things in the real world.
Right.
This way, I've bounced at a bar before. I've bounced at bars. I wouldn't think I could do it learning just jiu-jitsu only. I mean, I trained Taekwondo, I've done Muay Thai, all those things, and they help me. But in the real world, just the combat jiu-jitsu, learning jiu-jitsu with actual attacks, there's more to it. There's a lot more to it that you're not realizing.
Hey, I'm gonna drop Hannah Anderson's complaining that we're hogging the stream with just jiu-jitsu talk. I'll let you guys get back to it.
All right, sir.
And then Q's and Kat whining, of course, about something. God knows what. She's always whining about something. She's never
you're always
happy
whining
about anything.
Look at you're whining. You're whining right now.
Don't use me as an excuse, you little
How have I been whining?
Wait. Hannah, I heard you earlier. Get a room. I heard your comments. I know how you feel.
Yeah.
You're like...
You assume I'd follow you to the ground, Sean.
Oh, I'm taking you to the ground with me. I don't think I need you to make me go down. I can take you down too. I do wrestling.
I don't know. If you give me one hit, you might not get back up.
That's what you think. What makes you think you're going to get that one hit?
I don't know. It is kind of hard to swing down to your level.
You're damn right it is. Remember that.
3 foot tall people are hard to hit.
Yeah, shut up, Chris.
Oh, Sean, you're right. That the essence of jiu-jitsu is to stop the momentum of a larger opponent who's swinging and their fists and kicking and
exactly
trying to kick you.
Yep. Well,
you can swing on the ground, but there's virtually no momentum to
exactly. It's so when you're in your guard and you crunch and you bring them back to you, you can't get a good swing from that position. That's what that is. That's what the guard is. The guard. That's why they say if you have someone in your guard, you're not advancing. So open your guard. Well, if you're in a fight, you close your guard and you suck them in. You get them as close as possible so they can't swing.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Have fun.
Yep.
Queen Hannah's here to take over the show, so she's got so much to talk about.
What a whining bitch.
Full of shit. But everybody already knows that, so.
It's fun. The funny part is like he's tried to leave like 3 or 4 times, and every time he's about to leave, he does some stupid shit like that.
Hannah started whining again.
You're the only one that whines.
Now Farmer's Boy's whining.
And you get this high pitched.
Farmer's Boy, what time is it
Chris,
for
you
you?
were the only one whining. You were the only one whining for the past hour.
For real. Wait, no, stop. Nope, we can't do this. Barney said to stop.
He left.
Fuck Barney.
Oh yeah, fuck Barney. Chris,
This had nothing to do with piling on. I'm just making a statement.
Oh well, Chris Lale left, so Chris Berry is the only one left.
All right, now I'm leaving. Peace.
Have a go with Chris.
Why did you want to know what time it is for me? What's that got to do with fucking anything?
I don't know.
The price of eggs in China? Hell, I don't know.
He had some stupid comment. I know he did.
Just a troll. He likes trolling people.
What time is it there?
Hey, Nicole. God, it's been forever since I've been able to say that.
Hey, Nicole.
So I have an idea, Sean. If you want to be involved in it.
Which
Sean?
Yeah, which one?
Sean G.
Haha. Is something we should talk about off air? Or, is this public?
Really.
Okay.
I think everybody might get a kick out of it.
What's that?
So, Crash and I were talking about the wedding, about where we want to do it, and he came up with Disneyland for the Disney wedding. And I thought about doing it at like the Wizard of Oz, so you can go in and fit right in with the Munchkin land.
Oh, that's a low blow.
I told her it wouldn't be a good idea because it would confuse you for a figure from Saw.
Crasher's robot fallacy.
Damn it!
Oh, dear.
I'm not responding to that last comment.
I didn't even hear the whole part of it. The last part was cut out.
No. Well, it's because it's Crash. He always robots.
She says if we do the Shrek-themed wedding, you could be Lord Farquaad since he has a height issue.
I don't have a height issue. That's the thing. I'm very... Never mind. I don't want to get into this right
Normal height. Aren't you like 5'8" or 5'9"?
5'8". 5'8.5" with my boots on.
Your 4-inch soles don't count in this math.
I don't have 4-inch soles.
Short. You're short.
I am short. But...
I know people that are shorter.
Here's the thing. They're baiting me. They want me to say something, and I'm not going to say it.
You don't have to
Would
say it
I
because
do
that's a
that,
myth as
Sean?
well.
Would I do that?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. I got a camera. I'll show everybody.
It's your white side showing, dude.
What? No, what the hell?
What are you going to show us, huh?
Amy says she's 4'10".
That's
I think that's legally midget. Isn't that legally a midget?
Oh.
She could fit
I'm just saying. I'm not that short.
Oh, that's pretty short for a dude.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Sorry, 5'9" is average, and that's average, which means that's a middle point. Yes, afraid so.
Well, see. Okay.
You like a citation? Is that what you're looking for?
I just want to know if Sean gets Travis first or if I do.
I already had Travis. I already destroyed this fucking thing. All I want is my observations. I'm still waiting on that shit.
Travis won't debate you. He runs every time you ask.
Oh, you didn't hear?
Yep.
Travis is starting his own debate platform.
That's hard to do when he has everybody blocked who has an opposing view.
That's pretty funny.
And all of my sock accounts.
See, I'm only angry because while I was gone for that week and a half, that asshole played a bunch of fucking live streams and titled them with my name and shit in it. I was upset. No one would know that because no one watched, but it did happen.
No.
That's
Have you
funny.
seen Supper Time Observations with the real plain truth?
No. I'm not subscribed to his
Best
brother.
57 seconds ever.
Oh, I saw that damn video. You're still fucking boasting about that shit. How many views you got? Like 4 or 5?
It's got like last time I checked, it had like 53 views.
Funny. Sorry.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I do uploads. I get the same
I
amount.
know why you're laughing. The usual reasons.
Yep.
53 views for my 57-second video was still more than Travis's average view count for a live stream.
That is true.
Yeah. Nobody watches this channel.
On and on and on. It's like just drones.
I just want my footage. That's it.
And he drowns his drones out with playing the background music too loud.
Yeah, that's true too. That's annoying.
So you can't even hear him droning on. So it's like, well, what's the point? All
like
you've got is out of focus photographs, you know.
It makes it suck trying to get data from him for a debate from his channel because all you hear is him fucking singing.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in data. What the hell's data got to do with scientific
Yeah, he doesn't
observations?
think he needs to get it at all. But that's okay, because that's exactly how easy it is to destroy his whole ether band. He has no data, therefore he can't verify it, therefore he can't say. I got so many questions, he won't answer any of them. I ask him every time. Travis bored. I just want my observations.
So you won't answer my footage of clear photos taken of the sun reflecting off the bottom of the clouds at sunset with a shittier camera, but it's all in focus.
You need to talk to Chris Berry about that one. Chris Berry does the sunset and the fucking cloud thing. That's his forte.
Or the page in the P900, P1000 manual that says not to use autofocus for anything over water.
He doesn't read.
Can he read?
I'm sure he can.
Probably not.
He reads.
How does he know?
He reads the chats, so I'm sure he could read subpar at least. Wait, hang on. You guys got to wait about 15 seconds. I'm thirsty as shit. I'm going to get something to drink.
The question is, can he comprehend what he reads after he's read it?
Well, as we've seen with most of these people, when they show us their supposed citations, no. The comprehension levels are pretty much zero.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah. Well, you've only got to look at the citations that certain people put up, and it's like, have you actually read this? And if you've read it, do you actually understand what it means? Clearly not. I mean, how many of these people quote Einstein? Was Einstein a flat earther? No. Why? Why are you quoting him? He doesn't share any of your beliefs.
No, not only that, but all the math that he used didn't have anything to do with flat Earth.
Well, no, of course not. But they somehow think they can go to him because he somehow superseded gravity and therefore gravity doesn't exist. Hello. Yet somehow we still managed to launch rocket. Oh, of course, rockets aren't real, are they? I keep forgetting. They don't go into
tell
space.
that to all the missiles that they've fired off and things like that. You know, where all this stuff came from.
Yeah, I know. I keep failing to forget. You've got to disbelieve in just about everything. And even then, I still don't see how the Earth could be flat.
I walk away for 3 seconds and everyone mutes up. Jeez, thanks, farmers. Always farmers' fault.
Oh, of course, blame me. It's always my fault, isn't it? Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, you're a foreigner. That's what you guys are good for.
I don't know about that. I don't like the look at those foreigners.
And I'm going to say this for the record. Hannah, I'm of average height. Damn it.
Oh, you're shorter.
Taller than you.
tall
Well,
are you,
yeah,
Sean?
by an inch.
Still
How tall
taller.
are you, Sean?
That's if
$5'8".
you're telling the truth. I've had people say that they were 5'8", and then I meet them in person, they're like up to my chin.
That hurts. Hurts my
I
feelings.
know. I'm sorry. I'm not a heightist, though.
If I was lying about my height, don't you think I'd give myself a much better height?
Oh, because it would be
Like if I'm gonna lie, fuck, I'm 6 foot. Fuck it.
it would be much easier to debunk that if you lied too much.
I mean,
Well,
I'm 5'10" without my heels.
What are you wearing? The 20-gallon hat?
That's it. It's his hat. Makes him 5'7" or 5'8" or whatever you are.
And that hat made me 5'9.5". I measured.
Stretching it.
Oh yeah, half is everything.
Oh, my ex-wife was 4'11" and a half, and you always had to remember and a half. It's like, come on, what does it matter?
I like when people. I've had someone say they were 5'12" once.
12.
What the fuck?
Oh dear. It's not in my books. That's 6 foot.
Yeah, it's the rest of the world as well.
Yeah, know that. It's a bit like when they advertise something for $99.95. Oh, you mean 100? You're not fooling anyone. Yeah, they do that a lot over here. It's only £99 and 99 pence. That's £100, mate. Why are you trying to make it sound cheap? It's £100, you know.
Yeah, but you guys do that like the tons or whatever. What do you call it?
Well,
we have
stones. Yeah, that's retarded.
Yeah, £14 to a stone.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Sean.
It is. I'm sorry. It's retarded.
A lot
And
of
of course,
stuff that
even
we
more
had
confusing
to
is
got from them
we
too,
have
you
the
know,
ton.
pounds and ounces. That's retarded too.
No, it's not.
That is
You need ounces.
metric. That's the way to go.
Grams and kilograms.
No.
That's
it.
You want to fight me?
No. No, I don't.
You are just about the only country left that's still holding on to all that, aren't you? I mean, we hold on to it to a certain degree, but
If you talk to Blue, are you still here? Yo, Blue Marble? Big Blue. If
no,
in the professional
no,
field we use the metric, it's only
yeah, yeah, professionally, technically, and everything else. I think pretty much everybody's gone over to SI.
always done it, especially in the medical field.
Yeah, everybody's working from the same. Yeah, if you're working from the same baseline, the same units, there's less scope for confusion, isn't there?
And I'm not sure if you heard earlier, I learned what a code blue and a code green is in a hospital.
Different for each. Well, cold blue is pretty similar for every hospital, but green could be a different thing for in different hospitals.
Well, someone that was a patient ran away.
Yeah, or the patient's fighting somebody, or
Yeah,
it just
something like
means
that.
that they need extra help in that particular room.
Well, the security went that way.
Yep, pretty much. Gray is locked down.
Well, that's what I learned that one, and I learned that we didn't want to hear that one.
Oh, you don't. We've had that quite a bit this last year. Crazy people running around with guns, bringing them into the hospital.
So I'm sitting in the we're sitting in the little ER thing. This is another. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys remember the whole rattlesnakes holds poison in their tail thing that I was talking about a while back. Well, my girl comes up with these off the wall shit that just random shit she says. She hates when I do this, but I love it. So great.
Good for that.
So we're sitting in the little ER room, and I'm pretty sure Hannah, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The little trays, the steel, like the little stainless steel trays that they roll around or whatever. She looks at it and goes, "You think that's bulletproof?"
No.
I go, I really doubt it. And she goes, "Well, if a gunman comes in, I'll just throw that down and duck behind it." I said, "Well, enjoy your duck and cover. I'm going to be running."
Oh gosh.
I can't believe far too much of what they see on TV. So
On
like when they're in
Facebook.
cars and getting
She-
shot at, and like all of a sudden the car's bulletproof. Like no.
She's what I call a Facebook person. Everything she knows is on coronavirus, everything. She said, I don't know if I want to go to the store. I said, why? She said, well, everyone says that there's all the supplies are gone. I said, where? She said, oh, wait. Facebook? She said, yeah. I said, go to the fucking store.
I don't even look at Facebook anymore. People are nuts.
I refuse. I get all my useless information from her.
I popped to the shop earlier on. All the shelves are stocked. There's absolutely no sign of panic. People are just whatever, carrying on as usual.
My son, he was on Xbox talking to his friends. And he goes, and he must have heard about like Italy or something. He goes, yeah, my school may get shut down because of the coronavirus. I looked at him and went, shut up.
That's just wishful thinking. That is. He just wants to fool
yeah. But that's what the people are hearing out in the streets.
No,
I was like, what the hell am I hearing?
Well, that's like the hurricane seasons down here, and like when they say that there's a hurricane, and it could be like 2 weeks out. Everybody's like freaking out, going out, buying generators and everything like that, and then you hear all the stuff, oh they're all out of this and that at the store, and then you go to like a gas station or something, everything's fine. The people in there are just like, hey, what's going on,
Buying 2 tanks of gas, and what the hell do they think is happening?
Well, you guys remember when that news reporter was reporting the hurricane, and he was acting like the winds were like 100 miles an hour. And the guys are walking behind him all normal and shit.
That was so funny. They trolled the shit out of him.
Yeah,
that was the funniest shit in the world. I remember that.
Just for future reference, though, wherever Jim Cantor goes, stay away from there, because that guy is like a hurricane magnet.
No.
Bear that in mind, yeah.
Used to watch the Hurricane Hunters. That was pretty fun.
Hurricane Hunters.
Yeah, what an incredibly stupid thing to do. Look at that! Right, I'm going the other way. Yeah,
yeah, they go right towards it.
For a brief time, I wanted to do one of those the storm tracker, the tornado people. I wanted to do that, but like
hurricane tornadoes. Sorry,
I thought about it and I realized, nah. Watch that shit on YouTube.
They're usually in the air.
I just watched that shit on YouTube.
Storm Chasers. That's a good channel.
Those people got issues.
They're quite nuts, but there are lots of them are scientists that are with them. I mean, they actually do it for tracking data.
Oh yes, they're actually trying to gather that thing that Travis doesn't like. Data.
There it is. That's so funny.
Data. I cannot make bricks without clay.
That was when I saw that, I was like, that is the greatest thing on earth.
That is just so funny. He's like, oh yeah, look at the winds. The two guys in the background are like, so what he did later on. Yeah, look at that guy over there. What's he doing?
That was fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I don't know how many. Let's just watch that again. I don't know how many times I. Like, the two guys, they're in shorts, like, yeah, whatever.
What the fuck is that guy doing?
Oh.
The G-forces are intense.
My gosh, I wonder how bad he got roasted in his town.
Oh. The news guys were like, this is great. Wait, what? Wait, cut the camera. Cut the camera.
Do you think when he got back to the office, everybody was sort of leaning into a breeze there? Yeah? Hey, mate.
Everyone leaning against the wall.
Whoa! Hold on!
You're looking at him going, what the hell is he doing?
Oh, dear.
Do you think he got fired or the cameraman?
Oh, the cameraman definitely got
Did he
fired.
get fired?
If he didn't, he should have. And that cameraman was laughing his ass off.
Probably. You're shaking the camera up and down.
It's like when you watch all the old programs, like the old Star, when they're being thrown about on the bridge and they're trying to coordinate their movement. You can see somebody at the back's going the other way, slightly out of sync, you know. Because, of course, these days they build everything on sets that can move, but back then it was like, no, make it look like you're being thrown about.
Yeah, and meanwhile, they just throw their hands up like they're throwing glitter in the air.
Yeah. Oh, the best one was at the end of every episode of Police Squad. And they all freeze as if it's a freeze frame. It's not, it's them standing still. And there's one episode where one of them's pouring coffee into the other one's coffee cup. And of course they just freeze. So he carries on pouring. And the other guy's now got supposedly hot coffee splashing all over his hand. And he keeps looking at his mate in the kettle and at the camera. And he's like, you can see he's shaking with the effort of not going, your belly bloody hand. They were absolutely superb. The police, the Naked Gun, was it Naked? No, it's Police Squad, and it became the Naked Gun.
Damn, you're old as fuck. If you remember those movies, you're definitely old.
I'm only going to be 50 now.
Yes, you're old. You're older than me,
No.
so therefore you're old.
Oh, okay, fair enough. How old are you?
38.
Bloody youngsters, I don't know. Oh, dear.
Some 20-year-olds like, holy crap, I'm hanging out with old people. Haha.
Yeah, but I look younger than Pete Shee, so I'm happy.
I'm sorry. Pete's 70 years old. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
He claims to be about 45. I don't believe that.
That is bullshit.
Yeah,
there is no possible way.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. I want to see some ID.
Oh, that's going down well.
He's either lying about his age or he's done way too many drugs to be talking in public.
Yeah.
Well, the evidence is there.
Show your bloody face. Show your bloody face. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think he could. I think he could keep the medical profession intrigued for years. Don't know. Oh, for fuck's sake, reckons that he's saying Pete is 50. It's got to be at least.
Pete, I'm telling you right now, Pete's in his 60s. I don't care.
Yeah.
Easy.
There's no way he's younger than me. No way. Because if he is, my God, I know he's had a hell of a life anyway.
I know Pete says he's as old as Jose is. Or like a couple years older or some shit.
No. Not a chance in hell. Yeah, because Jose's not.
Jose's old as fuck too.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's like 40 something.
Yeah, that's not as old as fuck.
It is to me.
You might be saying that when you're something.
I'm still in my 30s.
I was all right until I hit 30, and I was suicidal when I was 30. When I got to 40, I really didn't give a shit. And next month, when I'm 50, it'll just be, yeah, whatever.
Now you're really not
nothing
giving
you
a
can
fuck.
do about it anyway, you know. Oh yeah, when I hit 30, I was suicidal.
30's the only one that bothered me. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I was like, hang on, I'm not a 20-something anymore. Where have my 20s gone? It was, scary thought. Got to 40 and it was like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Well, it occurred to me that none of my goals had been met. I mean, by 30, I was going to be a multi-billionaire, ruler of the free world, et cetera, et cetera.
I planned to
And
retire. I was supposed to retire at 34, and I didn't. I was
Yeah,
pissed.
funny. None of that happened, did it? Yeah.
yeah, and that was a
Oh.
shit moment, but 40 was bad.
Brainery is on the ball. Here we have the Police Squad epilogues. Now, this is obviously the endings to all of the series. Oh, look at that. Detective Frank Drebin. Oh, the guy whose face you never see because he's too tall.
The fuck is an epilogue?
Epilogue. It's a little bit that they do at the end of it, and then they'll freeze as if the filming, and then all the credits come up. But they don't. Okay. They just stand there and hold position, and that's the whole joke. And then you got to sit there and hold that pose as the credits come up.
Wait, that used to be a TV show?
That's the forerunner to The Naked Gun, and they only did about 6 episodes, maybe. I've got the series on DVD somewhere. There's only some like.
There's not that many.
No,
it ran like half a season or something.
Yeah, and the joke is, it's like they have a special guest star that appears in every program, but they get killed off in the opening credits, and you never see them again. And if you watch the first Naked Gun film, it's pretty much most of the gags taken directly from this series. I mean, this is where Frank Drebin comes from. It's all from Police.
I thought it was like Car 54 or some shit. Like it was always spoofed, like a parody of that or something.
But I think this was done after Airplane. I can't remember the exact sort of order of when they made all these things, but it's all made by the same people.
Car 54 was so bad you couldn't even make shit out of it. I mean, nothing.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, but Car 54 had like a couple of seasons, didn't it?
It had more than that.
Yeah, and for what reason, I have no idea. It was awful.
I just remember it was always like, Car 54, where are you? That's all I remember.
Right,
because back then people didn't know what good television shows were. Maybe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, he said it was it, or Arthur said, was it parroting Dragnet?
I suppose that sort of thing. It was 19 episodes, and that was it. All they did.
Dragnet was good. I like Dragnet.
So that was 82. When did they?
Damn, I was born in 81.
Dragnet was back in the 50s, 60s.
I remember that. I remember those shows because they were on Nickelodeon for a long time.
Oh, right, they did this. Yeah, Airplane was, and then they did this. When did they do Airplane 2?
I'm sorry, Airplane 1 was the funniest movie on the face of this earth.
Surely you can't be serious.
Don't call me Shirley.
Oh, yes. I don't know how many times I've seen that film, but it makes me piss myself laughing every time.
Every fucking time.
Oh, it's just
Captain Over, Captain Under, and Captain Done. What's your vector, Victor?
Jimmy, have you ever been in a men's prison?
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Do you like it when Scraps rubs up and down against your leg?
Hold on, I speak jive.
I'm so happy that there's people that have never seen it and are like, what the fuck are they talking about?
And then, of course, you had Airplane 2. And then the one that just almost topped them all, Top Secret. With Val Kilmer, a young and very talented.
Post fat.
Oh yes, yeah.
My poor guy, he
But
blew the
this-
fuck
this-
up.
this- this is- this is-
That guy
well,
used to
this
be
is
a
pre-
sex
this is
symbol.
pre-Top Gun.
He couldn't
This is
pay for
pre-Top Gun,
sex.
yeah.
That is amazing. Yeah, that guy. If you did a side by side of him and Top Gun, him now.
Oh, I know.
he looks like what's his name? The big dude that died, Chris Farley.
Yeah, but I mean, in Top Secret, that was 1984. He was in time, and you know, and he was young, he was fit, he could sing because of course
he could sing.
Yeah, well, he played Jim Morrison in the sang. He said,
I remember that. That was a
yeah. He does a very good Jim Morrison.
I saw The Doors once, and then I saw it a second time on mushrooms. Definitely recommend that.
Marty Moose
Yeah,
has got it going on.
But-
I picked
but
a
yeah,
bad
if-
day to start. I picked a bad day to stop sniffing glue.
Fill me in.
Bridges.
Fill me in on what happened so far. Well, first the Earth cooled, and then the dinosaurs came, but they all got too fat and they turned into oil. Then the Arabs came along and they all. But yeah, if you've seen the airplane films, definitely watch Top Secret. It's as funny, and it was all done by the same Jim Abrams and David Zucker. It is if you can find the professional, very very fun. They play it on TV a lot over here.
Yeah, I saw
Very
Airplane.
cut down version.
I saw Airplane over here a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And I know I've watched that thing 100 times, and I'll probably watch it 200 more times if I live that long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Airplane 2, because of course that's got William Shatner in it.
Yep.
Commander of the Moon Base.
We're
What
going
all
to the
these
tower.
lights do, we don't know. Take me to the bridge, sir. We have no bridge.
Can you make out of this? A pterodactyl? A flower?
We need to get to a hospital. Why? What is it? It's a building with patients in.
That's not important now.
Come by.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on the sense. The airplane films, the Monty Python films, I think, go without saying.
Hilarious.
Anything by Mel Brooks, you know, Blazing Saddles,
I
Young
don't
Frankenstein.
care for Blazing Saddles.
No, I thought that was. I think that's quite a funny film. And of course, that famous is the first film to have fun.
The Peter Sellers stuff.
Oh, Dr. Strangelove. Hey, Führer, I can walk! But quite possibly the funniest line in any film. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war.
Like
See,
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride is a good one.
Yep.
That was so funny.
And the original Pink Panther was just
Oh, the any Pete Sellers Pink Panther film.
absolutely a scream.
With the pink animal panther.
No, the Pink Panther was a dinosaur, and Pete Sellers was an inspector. So,
Sure.
Awful French accent. Oh,
Is that you, Doug?
he bites.
Oh wait,
Is
he
you
said like
Doug?
he said like
Doug Bait?
it was like a thin Hitler stash, right?
Yeah, the accent was great.
I thought you said your doctor. He's not my dog.
Didn't bait. It's not my dog.
Can I have a room? What's that? A room. That's what I said, you see.
Maybe a little bit before Sean G's time.
I think so.
Yeah, but on Christ, they get repeated on TV often enough. You know.
10
Gotta
years.
watch it sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Don't-
you'll laugh your ass off.
Don't watch the remakes. Do not. Oh, hang on. What's the best Panther scene? What's he put? Which one's he found?
I always thought Mel Brooks had some great ones as well. You
Oh
know,
yeah, Mel Brooks.
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, Young Frankenstein.
Young
My
Frankenstein.
Definitely
There,
a classic.
Castle. There, Wolf. Why are you talking like that? Well, I thought that's what you wanted to do.
Or the reaction every time somebody says Frau Blucher, and all the horses go. Do you know, I'm a doctor. I could do something about that hump. Hump? What hump? Oh dear, that's such a. Put it on the race. I'm gonna have to watch him again. I'm gonna have to add them to the.
These 15 commandments. These 10 commandments. When he drops one of the tablets, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did some funny films. Spaceballs was one of his, wasn't it?
Yep, it sure was.
I've got that somewhere. No, let's consult you.
You know, what we should do is all the movies that Sean G hasn't seen. We should set up a night so he can watch it and comment on it and everything like that.
We should do a movie night. I know another place where they do that, another Discord server. It's kind of fun.
All right, I'm down.
I like, our UFC thingy. Only not as depressing.
Not as depressing. Is that what happens when you watch UFC fights? You think it's depressing?
Okay, because I'm a nurse, so when they get beat up, it bugs me really bad. And then when they don't fight, it bugs me really bad. So I can't win.
She's like, send me an invite. She gotta give her an invite. It's like, this is so barbaric. Like they're just killing each other.
The women were just brutal. The guys were like dancing around like they were at a middle school dance.
Yeah, there's a guy named I Am Rick who keeps saying like women shouldn't fight. I'm like, well, if they didn't fight, we wouldn't have any good fights.
Yeah, well, get him in the ring with one of those lightweights or something.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Is my favorite, but she's more of a wrestler. She doesn't do a lot of boxing.
Who'd you say?
Sarah Kaufman.
Oh, yep, I know her.
Sarah Kaufman.
Yep, she lives.
Oh yeah,
she's
I love
out
her.
of San Diego. She's out of San Diego. Yep.
Oh, she's from Canada.
No, well, she trains out here.
She does.
In Canada.
Yep, because she teaches jiu-jitsu at one of the schools, and she comes down to she goes to a lot of the tournaments that my coach runs. That's where I
She's
get to meet a lot of
amazing
them.
as a wrestler. I mean, she just is amazing.
Yeah, and she's buff too.
So, I love watching her.
Fucking huge.
Box. Just kills me to have somebody get their head spun like that.
Well, at least in MMA they stop it. I'm telling you now. I watched that last
small punches.
I watched that the Wilder fight, the Fury Wilder fight. I'll never watch boxing again because of that fight. That was ridiculous. That man stumbled around with vertigo for 5 rounds. It's like, this is ridiculous. What the fuck? Someone needs to stop that shit. He couldn't stand on his own 2 feet.
Yeah, that just add up over time.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
That's why I like MMA. When you get knocked down like that, they stop the fight. It's done. You're out of it, kid. You're looking at the stars right now. Where are you at?
Not good.
Well,
anyway,
those little winged elephants.
I will say I was very upset with the Romero fight. Very, very upset.
That was a waste.
And the worst part is both fighters, neither one of them are they're both spectacular. Like they always push the game. Like it's always a big fight when they fight. They don't ever stall like that. And they stalled the whole time. I was so pissed.
I think I think Slick James could have done a better job.
Yeah. I would rather have spent the same amount of time listening to Slick James experiences than watching that fight again.
I mean, a better job at fighting.
It was that bad.
Not a little guy.
I don't know. He's a big dude. No, yeah, it was a real bad fight because they're both like Romero is a knockout artist and just metamorphosis of a human, and then the other dude, I forget his name, something blah blah blah, the African prince dude.
Israel.
Israel, blah blah blah.
The trash talker.
Yeah, he's a really flashy fighter, and they did nothing. They tap danced the whole fucking. It was terrible.
Did they fight before? Was there previous fights between them?
No.
Oh well, they just aren't matched up very well. You got a tall, skinny guy.
Not at all.
Much shorter.
One's really flashy,
the other
one's
one
attack.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it was bad. That's what it was. A bad matchup, and they both were worried about the other person's everything. So it made for a really boring ass fight. I thought Romero would go at it a lot more, but hey,
couldn't catch him. He may be a good boxer, but he's slow when it comes to running around the ring, which is what they did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Romero's he's a quick guy, but not as fast. And that's exactly when you're that's the thing.
Right over him.
Well, that's the thing. Israel, he played a smart game. He didn't want to get knocked the fuck out. So his goal was to stay away from the getting knocked out. And when that happens, what you end up happening is what you saw. It's a cat and mouse game, and they do it for 5 rounds, and it sucked.
Yeah, and they already said that Romero doesn't wrestle, so what's the point? He's a boxer.
Yeah, and that's the worst thing. He is a wrestler. He just never does. He doesn't take anyone down. It's weird.
You would think there'd be rules about that if you're in MMA, that there has to be some sort of a balance between what you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it should, because then you get that's more of the matchmakers, and I think they're so hung up on what the fans want rather than the right system and the ranking system, because their ranking right now, their ranking system is so off, it's ridiculous. And then what happened, and what ends up, when you have these ranking systems, and what ends up happening is a champion ends up fighting the same guys over and over and over again, and it gets bad, stale. You gotta fight like you did.
I can't believe. I'm sure the people that paid money to see that fight, that main event, were pissed off.
Well, that was the thing. I refused to get that paper. I looked at the card. And when you look at that card, it looks good, but something didn't feel right, and I was like, "Nah, I can't spend the money on that. That card was not worth buying a pay-per-view for me. That's why I didn't buy it. I just couldn't get myself to it. Now the next one, 249, Tony Ferguson and Khabib. Oh, I'm buying that pay-per-view for sure. That's going to be an epic fight.
Will that be a lot of boxing too?
Oh no, yeah, these guys are going to throw down. It's going to be a good fight, though. No matter what. They both want to throw, but they both are really good on the ground, so it could go anywhere. The biggest hype to this is that they've been scheduled to fight 5 different times, and each time one of the two got hurt. So it's like a big lead up. Are they going to actually fight? And they hate each other. They really hate each other. It's going to be an epic fight. I don't mind
a lot of body shots, kicking.
Oh no,
that guy's leg was amazing. But when they start hitting and bouncing their heads around, it just
no. These guys are very well versed. It can go anywhere. That's why this fight's going to be so good, because they're both so good, no matter where the fight goes.
When is that going to happen?
I believe it's March. I gotta look.
Gotta go, guys. See you later.
I have a good one, Blue. Yeah, I'm almost
Bye,
done.
Blue.
Yep. See you later, Blue.
C249 is April 18th. Not that far away. A month.
Ugh, don't say that. It's far.
Not in the US, not in the
Not
MMA
far
world.
enough.
That's gonna be a
Not
great
far
fight.
enough when it comes to tax season.
Oh yeah.
To pay. It's a Sunday, 18th or 19th?
Saturday. 18th. I only know that because I don't think they have any events on Sundays anymore. They used to.
Up to work that day. Can't work. Sorry, gotta watch MMA.
Sounds like a good excuse to me.
That's the beauty of being able to write your own schedule.
There you go. You just get. I can't be. I can work, but I'm not gonna be gone for about 3 hours.
I just don't sign up. I only have to work 4 days a month. It's really rough, you know.
Oh wow, the rough life.
Yeah. Hey, I put in my dues.
I know exactly how it is because I go to work some days. I'm like, I don't want to work. I don't feel like it. Don't you have to? No, I already got paid. I just have to get the work done now.
Oh, yeah. Well, my ex-husband's a workaholic, so
Well, that's the thing.
we had a different lifestyle.
If I get stuck into a project, I want to get it done. But then when I'm off, I'm off. Like after like right now, for like the next like 2 months, I'll be like just working all the time, and then I'll have like 4 or 5 months where I just don't want to work. And so I just don't work.
That's the way I am too. I could take 3 months off every once in a while.
It feels good. I like being able to do that. It's weird going back to work because I got to get used to it again. But I like you said, you know, I paid my dues. I've done enough now where I know what work to do and when to do it to make it so I could take time off, and I enjoy my life being able to. So I don't like having to work the whole fucking year. When I want to go on a fucking backpacking trip for 2 weeks or a month, I like to be able to do it.
A workaholic, so he never, even when we did go on vacation, he still had the phone to his ear, glued.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was younger. I used to do like 17, 18-hour days, and I used to think it was the best thing in the world. But then I realized, shit, you got money, but fucking no time to go fucking spend it. I spent like 2.5 years just nonstop working, and when I could have been going out to the desert and doing all this other shit. I realized a long time ago, fuck that. I'll put it in 10 hours, and I go home and then do whatever. And for a while, I was coaching and all that kind of stuff just to keep it from doing that again. I hate doing that. And if I have nothing going on, I'll end up doing it again. 17, 18-hour days are easy to do, especially when you're trying to get shit done.
I've never ever had work's email accounts on my mobile phone, and I've had people say in the past, "Oh, didn't you pick up that?" No, I wasn't at work.
I wish I could turn my phone off, but I
No,
can't.
My phone's on 24/7, but I've never had work's email accounts set up on my phone because A, it's my bloody mobile phone, and B, if I'm at home at night at 7 or 8 o'clock, I don't want to be reading work email. I'm not being
It
paid
changed
to
when
work
smartphones came into being, though. When there still was like, you know, the old flip phone style.
Yeah, that was
It was
easy.
never like that.
Yeah, it was easy to turn your day off. Just leave it at-
The smartphones. Oh my god!
I'm so good at it. I'm so good at switching off that I used to have to leave a post-it note on my afternoon because I'd come in on the Monday morning. What the bloody hell was I working on?
She finally had to get off Facebook so she could concentrate on her studies.
Yeah, Facebook's the devil.
She got a shiny new phone. She bought one of the, Samsung Note 10 or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
So she was on it all the time. She got a B in a class instead of a B minus or something instead of a B or B plus. So she almost was at risk of losing a scholarship.
Yeah, that's no good. That was one thing when I went into college. I made sure I was always in good shape. never, you know, I always worked through college. You know, I worked 2 jobs through college just to support myself and, you know, and just to kind of keep things going. But yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta put your money forward, basically. You know, just keep your mind on school.
Well, yeah, no, she realized that, and so she cut off all social networks. I hardly even talk to her anymore. I'm like, are you still alive?
My eldest stepson, I think he must have been about 14, 15, and we'd had a letter. You know, he seemed to be dropping behind a bit. Just found himself, and then we got his mobile phone through the post, and it was about 40 pages long, and it was all text, and you could tell to the minute when he woke up, when he was walking to school, and you knew when he was having a PE lesson, text stopped. And you knew when it was lunchtime because the text stopped. And then you could tell when he actually went to sleep because the text stopped. Literally, it was yeah, because we paid for his contract. And in a month there was 40 odd pages, and it was text after text after text. And he was sending texts every 3 or 4 seconds.
Jesus.
Literally, I kid you not, literally, and you go through it and go, oh look, there's a gap of an hour here, and you could look at his timetable and go, that was PE lesson, that was gym lesson, and you knew when it was
They usually have multiple messengers opened for their friends that they're talking to all at the same time.
But of course, most of the time when they're sending these texts, they're only a few letters. It's like, because I had this when I used to text him and ask him,
speaking code.
Can you make sure you're back in time for dinner? And you just get back, KK. Because KK is okay, but they're just going to do it, whatever. And you know that all this, during the day at school, this is all going on with his hand under the desk. And they can touch type text without looking at it, you know. We had to sit him down and have a little word with him. This is silly. You are literally spending almost every waking minute texting her backwards and forwards, and the only time you're not is when you're asleep, when you're in a gym class, or when you're on your lunch break, because obviously they were together on lunch break, so they wouldn't be texting. And it was literally, he'd be texting her as he walked home, as he was at home. There might be a
yeah, but that happens
when we had
people
dinner.
in love.
Oh yeah, but we'd sort of say, look, no mobile
I find
phones.
it gets old very fast.
Oh,
yeah.
Because I don't like to be intruded on all that much.
But when you get a mobile phone, 40 plus pages, and it's like, what the hell is all this? Yeah. Constant texting.
My son did that when I took him for his 21st birthday to Vegas, and he had just met a girl that he was starting to date, and that's what he did the whole damn time. I was so pissed. Didn't do anything because he was 21 and he paid for his own damn phone, so it's not like I could take his phone away from him.
No.
Like, that is so rude. Here we are at dinner, and I'm paying for it, and you're sitting there texting somebody.
Yeah.
I had somebody else do that when I was paying for a trip that he was doing that with his roommate. I'm like, seriously, dude? I just think phones have made people very, their social skills have gone down the toilet, put it that way.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the whole rule, no phones at the dinner table now.
Yep. We always insisted on that.
The phone, it's more of my convenience, not for your convenience to invade my space. Oh, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't want to answer it. I'm not going to answer it and go pitch a fucking shit fit.
Use it like it's a voicemail or like an answering machine. Leave a message and I'll get back to you when I decide to.
Exactly. And I used to have a answering machine, and that's exactly how I answered the phone. Emergency. I'll get to you when I get to you.
Yeah, my youngest used to, and if you needed to get a hold, like Mike would say, "Look, dinner's going to be ready soon. Where is he?" I said, you text him, you get no reply. You go, "Okay," and you ring him, and he doesn't answer. So you hang up. 10 seconds later, he rings you. It's like, "Oh, call screening, were you? If I ring you, you bloody answer."
I bet if you turn that phone off, he'd know. I better get home real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, so smartphones are not so smart, really.
No. That's what they take from you. You're smart. They drain it from your brain.
They take your privacy and your time.
Oh, yeah. And if you have a camera, you should turn that, you should put a piece of tape over it because they can see you.
Oh, not that one. That's not what I meant. I just let people think that, you have to respond as soon as they text you or something's wrong or.
I don't know. I'll go days sometime without responding to a text message on purpose.
Well, I try not to be rude, but.
Oh, I do.
Like my son, I'll text him, trying to set up dinner or something with him, and I won't get a response for 2 or 3 days. And he's like, "Well, how come you haven't texted me?" I'm like, "You never respond back." Get a call. Like,
yeah.
When I want to annoy people, I'll ask them a question. If they don't answer, I just message them with question marks. They love that.
Well, if you're trying to set up a date or plan something, yeah, it's rude not to respond. But if you're just asking somebody how their day's going,
yeah,
it was going good until I had to stop everything and answer this fucking message.
Answer your ass.
I was having good workflow and everything.
I had to train one of my friends. She'd text me, and then she'd text me again. She said, "You didn't answer me." No, I was having a bath. I don't take my phone into the bathroom with I'm having a, or it's like, well, why haven't you replied? Well, because I'm sat downstairs and,
I once was told that girls always have their phones with them, and I'm like, well, that's horse shit because I don't. I leave mine on the charger most of the time.
Yep. I try to forget my phone exists.
I leave mine all over the place. It depends. If I think, right, I'm done up here, I'm going to go downstairs. Chances are I'll remember to bring my phone with me. And I can sit up there for hours, and I'll come back upstairs and go to bed, pick my phone up and go, who's been texting me then? It's not important. If it was that important, they'd put the phone.
If it was that important, they'd call 911.
Exactly. Well, the people that are the closest to you live close to you, or for the most part know how to get a hold of you.
If my landline rings,
priorities.
It's my mum.
Wait. Did you say a landline? What is that? What's that?
Well, unfortunately, over here, if you have your internet, the telecom, you have to pay for the landline. So if you've got a landline you might as well have a phone plugged into it anyway. I mean, I never used anything like that.
Wait, is your internet is dial-up?
No, but it's ultimately through the phone line.
Oh, okay.
So you have to. BT insists that you have to pay for. So if you're paying for line,
no way.
That's how they do it. I don't have to fiber all the way up to the house.
Here in America, we laugh at cable companies that issue phone line. We're like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Phone line? What? Why?
The hell's that? I think
I'm pretty sure they stopped installing phone jacks in houses.
They still
not over here. So I mean, obviously, I never use it because I've got a mobile phone like just everybody else has. But every now and then, my landline will ring, and I don't even have to. It's me mum, because she's the only person who rings. The only, unless you get one of these sort of crank calls gets through. Or hello, my name is Kevin. I work for Microsoft. No, you don't. Piss off. Click. Your name's not Kevin. You don't work for Microsoft. You're not touching my PC. Thank you very much. It works fine, you know. But no, the phone rings and you just think, "Yep, that's going to save the farm," and it does. It's hello, Mum. How are you? Who's died? Because that's the other running joke. Every time she phones me up, it's, "Do you remember such and such?" Yeah. Well, he died. Oh, okay then. Because they're of that age, I'm afraid. You know, when your parents get to their 70s, their friends are dropping off left, right, centre. And I know one day it's going to be a slightly different phone call, but, you know, it happens.
Oh, gee, way to bring the fucking show down, farmers. Fuck, man.
What?
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
No. Jeez.
But that was always a running joke. Every time Mum comes up, you have a conversation for, you know, best part of an hour, and then she'll say, "Oh, by the way, do you remember such and such? He died. We've got his funeral to go to next week."
Oh my gosh! Yeah, really. Can you mute him, please, Sean?
It's like, damn.
Mute his ass.
Sorry. Brought it way down.
You know,
everybody's left. There's only the three of us.
Because
Four of
they're
us.
fucking farmers over here.
What?
What did I say?
Oh, what did I say? I'm not going to die sometime.
Oh yeah, just I remember now. We got a fucking funeral to go to. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
It did become a bit of a
Sean.
Just
Sean,
say, "Oh, hello, Mum, who's died?" You know.
You have a business. Do you have a landline for your business, though?
No.
No.
Yeah, we kept one for the business.
No, I mean, most of the last few offices.
I just turned my phone off.
We've had landlines have been.
Oh, I don't know why, since he answered the phone all the time anyway on his cell phone. It's like, really? What's the point?
That'd be like the one when I'm doing paperwork. The last thing I want is a phone call.
Well, it was always hooked up to the answering machine, and I think he kept it so he could fax large contracts and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good reason to keep doing it. But see, everything's on a computer now too.
Oh, it is, and on your phone you can fax now. I bought another fax machine here so I could occasionally send paper faxes, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't remember the last time I can't remember the last time I used a.
The ink is so damn expensive. It's like, I give it up.
Christ, it's got to be at least 10 years ago.
Well, nowadays you can take a picture on your phone of a document and fucking send it over, and it's official.
Even checks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't even need to run checks through.
Yep. I used to do that all the time. I used to broker dirt and get checks from truck drivers.
Coughing there, Sean G.
What?
Oh, I wonder what he's doing.
I was gonna talk. Yeah, I did. So.
Oh.
Oh, you always gotta call me out though. Yeah.
Because I love teasing you.
That's right. I'm the biggest pothead online.
No, there's one bigger. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I hope I'm not.
Probably.
I probably of the group. I probably am.
Yeah, I think you are. I think you're number one.
Yay!
To be number one. Something.
Well, speaking of which, I'm gonna go take a nap now.
What's the point? You're either hungry or you go sleep.
Oh no, my back hurts. I'll take some pain meds and go to sleep.
Well, that's a good. It's only 3:11 in the afternoon.
I'm fitting for. I've already taken 2 naps today. I can nap anytime. No, I get it. I'm not smoking drugs. I'm smoking weed. It's not a drug.
What do you think THC is?
Medicinal.
Drug, silly boy.
I have my medicinal.
Nicotine's not a drug. It's a drug.
I have my medical card.
Oh, still a drug.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have my medical card. Wait, I live in California. I do for fun.
Hey, legal finally.
I do for fun, damn it.
We beat you to that punch, though.
Yeah, but we're perfecting it. We have a beach.
It's a pretty big pothead state here.
Yeah, it is. I don't even know. Oh, yeah, you guys definitely are. You took the whole hippie thing and everything. You guys
That's
just ran with it.
Oregon. Oregon's more hippie.
I say that whole corridor, even in California.
Very yuppie up here.
All right, I gotta get out of here. I'm tired.
All right, talk to you later.
Yep, thank you for being here. Farmers, even though you're a foreigner, thank you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I think
you're one of my favorite foreigners.
I'm touched. Thank you.
Yes. Don't be touched. I don't touch foreigners. But be honored.
Foreigners.
I'm lying because I'll touch the foreigners. I got some in mind. I'll keep that to myself. Sean, you're on mute, but thank you for being here.
Watching the Suns game.
Ah.
Sweet. That's sweet.
I always say it's windy too. All right, no worries. Yep, but it was a fun one. Thank you, Barney, for earlier stopping me from going on a Chris Berry tirade. I know it is so easy, and sometimes I need to be backed off, but it was fun. And on the other note, I will let everyone know if Travis stiffs me and doesn't give me those observations by tomorrow, like he said he would. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys, and I'll be back. All right, guys. So, like I said, I'm probably going to be live probably pretty early for the rest of the week. Looks like we got rain all week, so that means no work for me, which means I'll be around a lot more. You guys are going to hear a lot more of my voice. I'll probably see most of you guys around on somebody else's stream or panel or server or something. But again, I'll see you guys definitely tomorrow. If you guys want to join the panel for tomorrow, again, the link is in the description for the bunker. And if you guys want to just bullshit and talk MMA, the MMA server is in the description as well. I pop in there every once in a while. We watch fights. We just talk MMA. We talk about fights that have happened. We usually watch live events over there. Like we watched over the weekend, we watched the Romero fight. Thank you, Only Sheeple, and the other guys that go up there and find links that when we don't have it. So thank you. I don't know what you guys are talking about in there, but that is wrong. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Like I said, my back hurts, so I'm gonna go and go lay down. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest.
Big man go crazy. Legendary.
Perfect. perfect.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E. Da 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 da. It's the one and only.
From this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Think of the rivers of blood spilled by all those generals and emperors, so that in glory and triumph they could become the momentary masters of a fraction of a dot. Think of the endless cruelties visited by the inhabitants of one corner of this pixel on the scarcely distinguishable inhabitants of some other corner. How frequent their misunderstandings, how eager they are to kill one another, how fervent their hatreds. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe, are challenged by this point of pale light. Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Visit? Yes. Settle? Not yet. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand. It has been said that astronomy is a humbling and character-building experience. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image of our tiny world. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.